viewers. I don't know when this actually goes live. I gotta figure that out. Sending data to YouTube. Oh, you know what? I should have done this. Yeah, this is good. This is good right here. Nice. There we go. I need like one of those like fancy I'm starting my stream graphics or something, so my intro isn't as awkward. I just like turn it on and I like say something and I have no idea if it's going yet. So hopefully my mic settings are good. I have like a different recording and streaming OBS setup. I don't know how any of this stuff works. We'll figure it out. It's time for patch analysis. I'll probably circle back. Oh, hold on, let me make this small somewhere. There we go. Probably gonna start with looking at the patch notes and then play some pubs after that. And then I'll probably circle back to the beginning of the patch notes when people actually are in here. So if you're sticking around, welcome. Hello. We're going to go through these line by line. We're going to figure out what's going on with this new Deadlock patch. Okay, so ranked mode. That's pretty cool. I feel like I've wanted that for a while because I play often with like friends that aren't like super into Deadlock. They're not like as much of tryhards as me. So this is nice to have ranked and unranked separate. I think that'll be really I don't know about healthy, but I think it'll be nice for unranked games to feel more like unranked games. Whenever I played Dota back in the day, I would always play unranked with friends and stuff. So I'm glad that they added this to distinguish the two. We're gonna take a look at it though. Experimenting with different approach to rank during early development. We expect to iterate it in the future. Specific time windows where they can opt into games where the primary focus is on game quality. Nice. I feel like they've been focusing on game quality, but I suppose there's some games, like I know the MM has been strange recently. This is a strange approach where they're talking about time windows. Like, does that mean you can only play between 7 and 8 on Tuesdays or something? Like, what does that mean? Must have 50 games played in order to enter this mode. Nice. Reduce Smurfs. That's good. Queue will be solo only at the moment and will be open from, oh yeah, it is 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and the respective time zones each day. Each region will have multiple time zones you can select from. This seems odd, but I'm down for it. Players will be automatically assigned the server. Okay, cool. So you're not picking the server, so you can't hop to like EU and stuff like that, but you're going to get one time zone where you're going to play a couple games of ranked in like a 3-hour window? That seems strange. Okay. Ranked is hype, sucks is only solo. Yeah, that's true, but I think they're gonna iterate on it. I would bet that we get like a what's it called? A party ranked soon after, you know. They gotta tinker with stuff, get some ideas down, and like figure it out after the fact. When in this mode, you'll only be matched with players that have the same medal as you. There are 11 medals, 6 levels each. Everyone's medal with levels. Nice. I liked when games do medals. I would also like the number to be seen, but I understand if people don't want to do that. I wonder if they're going to add numbers to the highest rank in Dota. Like in Dota, they do that. They have like the immortal rank at the top. If you're in like the top 5,000, you get a number associated with it too, which is pretty neat. I bet they'll probably do something similar, but I guess they didn't do that with the global in Counter-Strike, but I guess that's archaic now. Tuesday at 8 p.m. GMT. Run an algorithm that calculates everyone's performance together at the same time based on the games you've played and how the opponents you played against. Okay. Updated once per week to allow for a wider, more accurate view of your skill. Okay, this is good. So this means that, there's 12 players in a game. Not everyone's playing to the same extent. And I hope that they reward people who play well versus people who don't. There's probably going to be some kind of abuse to become like rank 1 if you play like back in the day with Dota, like they had like the calibration mode was based off of how much damage you dealt back in the day. Valve's learned lessons from this, but You used to be able to pick a hero that would instantly attack everyone on the map for a ton of damage. You'd rack up a ton of damage, and then you just get like placed really high. And I wonder if that will be happening again, because it seems like they're going to run an algorithm which is going to take into account like personal, what's it called? Personal performance. I just ate food too, so I'm like trying not to burp into my mic. I'm sure people don't want that. What else do we have? Nest data plus play 7 games. Okay, cool. Undefined until you play new metal following Tuesday. Cool. So on Tuesdays you're gonna get a rank, assuming you play 7 games. Rank queue will first open. Oh, not tonight? Shit. Okay. I was kind of hyped. I kind of wanted to do it. So people aren't gonna have ranks for like over a week. Yeah, until the 22nd. That's pretty far out. Let me hear the burp. No, I'm good, bro. General changes. Okay, cool. So ranked mode, that's neat. And then quick cast mode. What is this? Oh, I'm not logged in on Edge. What do we got? Instant cast. This is good. This is in, what's it called? This is in Dota as well. This is good stuff. Where I like, especially like on key up, having instant cast or whatever it is. Quick cast is like key up, because then you can like, instead of having to click to confirm things, you can just like release the key and it will press it. So like you can kind of make sure you're in range. You can get a visualization of the range and then release your key to like confirm the cast after the fact without clicking. Change title to 15k subs. Yeah, 15k is hype. Oh, I guess I am pretty close to 15, huh? That's true. No, 10k was extra special, I think. 15's like another number. It's like really cool to hit and like honestly mind-boggling to hit, but 10 was like really crazy, I think. 10k subs is like, that's wild for YouTube stuff. Input buffering for ability usage. Cast an ability and quickly cast another ability during its cast, and the next one will fire instead of the input being dropped. This is good, but sometimes if you're not used to it, it can be frustrating. But this is overall a good change. Where if there was like some kind of animation that you're waiting to finish. I think this happened to me as Haze. I like sometimes I pressed buttons while ulting and they didn't go off, and I was like, I swear I pressed the button, but I just summed it up to be a skill issue. Yo, what's up? Hello, Zeph. It's hard to read people's names and like remember it to like say people's names. I'm not a streamer, man. I haven't been doing this long. Displaying a unique ID for builds. Cool. So you can find your builds easier instead of just based on like search strings and stuff like that. For the current hero by the author of that build. Neat. For private lobbies, add the ability to swap players on both teams with a button press. Oh, nice. More things from Dota coming across. That's nice. I used to make private lobbies with friends all the time in Dota, and like shuffling was always something we would use. We would just shuffle until like it looked fair. We had like 10 people playing Dota all at once, and we just shuffle over and over. Allow duplicate heroes in private lobbies. Okay, this is starting to cook. This is cool. I have ideas around this, but we're gonna see where it goes. I'm not gonna spoil anything. High priority at being in dual lanes, Ivy and Dynamo at the moment. I still feel like this is a band-aid and won't be in the game forever, but it makes sense that these heroes should be in dual lanes, right? Like, especially in like pro games, these heroes were not getting put into solo lanes. They both have synergy with having another laner with them, like Dynamo's AoE heal, Ivy has her tether, stuff like that. So this is healthy, but it feels weird. I don't like it when the games prescribe something that you should be doing, like saying, oh, Ivy should only be in a dual lane or Dynamo should only be in a dual lane. Seems so strange to me. So I hope that this is like a band-aid. Because I don't like it when there's like one way to play a hero. I think that gets gross. And I like that it could have been solo, but I understand if people were always asking to swap and stuff. Never played Dota, but do they just assign lanes or do they let you pick? I feel like they should let players pick lanes. Yeah, so there's like a pre-game strategy phase in Dota, and instead of like you all pick your heroes and you just load in with whatever you get, right? It's not like a gacha game where you like, oh wow, I got Haze this game, I'm hyped. You can like, you get into the game, no one's picked a hero, you have 20 seconds to like figure out what lane you're going in, and then there was like a little mini map where you could put your like card down to like your chip onto like the lane that you wanted to go on, and then you could like fight people for what lane you want. So there was only one mid lane back then, so people would always like argue about it and stuff. Every role people would argue about, but then you'd pick your hero after the fact. So this is just like, yeah, it's a band-aid fix for something like that, where typically these heroes will be in a duo, but there's no like pre-game strategy phase, and I think that this game would benefit from it. But I mean, it's a test, so I wonder, that's probably not the future of the game, is to have it selected randomly, but we'll see. Because it removes a lot of like in the pro games, they can do this. They can try to like pick lane matchups that they think are favorable, but they can't do that in pubs, right? You're just like randomly placed against heroes, and they're probably collecting a lot of data based on that. So it's healthy for the game to have it be random right now, instead of like, if I made a guide and was just like, this hero should only ever solo lane, then like, I don't know, they still want to get data on it. Pausing is no longer allowed in the first 3 minutes of the game. That's really good news. I was starting to joke, like I'd get into games where it would pause in the beginning, and I would just like type like lane cigarette 1 sec in chat, and there was like, I don't smoke cigs or anything, but it's just like the concept of like there being a pause at the beginning just always was weird. Like people would just queue and then go to the bathroom as they like got in a game, so that was really annoying. This is good. They do this in Dota as well. People are gonna have to adjust. There's gonna be a lot of like early kills and stuff on AFK people, but this is healthy. Tie in Indonesian localization, that's good. I'm gonna try to scan through this. This is awesome. Stomp AoE range indicator, because it was kind of guesswork before of like sidewalks and stuff, and the map always changes, so it was hard. Status effects are shown above the health bar. I like this. This will probably look nice in game. We'll see how that looks. Oh, I hated this bug. This is my least favorite bug. You'd shoot a trooper that was coming down the zip line, and your bullets would just phase through it, and like, it's nice to try to hit troopers far away and like let your troopers continuously push and like meet theirs, so that they never get like stopped and halted and they have to like start running again. But this is really, yeah, as it says, unreliable. So I'm glad they changed that. Nice. AFK kick detection, probably good. Crit bonus scale. Interesting. That might have a new item associated with it, unless I'm just stupid. Crit bonus scale tooltip. I don't know what this means besides headshots. I wonder if that's a new item or something. That might be dumb. Escape key not working on the private lobbies page. Cool. I'm trying to scan faster. Middle mouse pinging for minimap. That's nice. A lot of quality of life stuff. I'm not going to go through everything. It seems like a lot of sounds and stuff. They're continuously working in general on like a lot of different things. Taxi stand building, imports building. Nice. I'm glad to see they're working on the map more and like adding updated visualizations and sounds and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through everything there. There's a lot to unpack, but it's all just like bug fixes and housekeeping stuff, you know. Okay, Troopers attack range versus Lane Guardians reduced from 13 to 12. They get closer to it. So what do I take away from this? This is easier to melee a trooper under your own tower. I think it's going to put it further away from cover, further away from aggressive cover, but it's going to make it closer to conservative cover. So I wonder how that's going to play out. It's going to be easier to melee if you're under tower. And then it's also going to make aggressing a little bit more difficult if the troopers are closer. I think that's how that works out. We'll have to see what this means in lane. Because in lane, this will be weird, right? It's like if they're closer, they're going to be... The lane dynamic shifts a little bit if you're shoving into them. Like, does it make it more threatening or less threatening? I wonder what it's going to feel like in game. Players now need to be within 19 meters above the ramp to attack a lane guardian. I don't like this. I like some of the weird tech that we were finding. Like, I like little tricks that were accidents. That's like my philosophy on it. Like, I like it. I liked soaking at first. I mean, it was probably unhealthy for the game long term, and I didn't have enough time to like play against it every single game, like in scrims or stuff like that. But I liked the sliding and shooting at the same time to attack the lane guardian. I thought that that was cool. But for shotgunners, this shit was really crazy. Like especially Pocket. Like this is a huge nerf for Pocket because Pocket and Abrams, those heroes, they could solo lane, and what they would do is they'd get a kill on their laner, and the tower would just die because they had infinite ammo. They would just slide on the ramp over and over and over, and since they're shooting a single shot every time, they would have literal infinite ammo. So this is a huge nerf versus those heroes. I wonder if they're gonna bring back any buffs for those heroes. But I think that matters a lot. Like I've been doing a lot of watching of the pro games that happened over the past few days, and consistently Abrams and Pocket side lanes all the time, and then they once they got a kill, like that Guardian would just get shredded monster rounds. Not all of them got monster rounds, but I am interested to see where that goes. This is huge. Guardians now take 70% less damage from troopers. 70% less. Whoa. So they don't want Guardians dying in lane. They want it to be really tanky. Guardian damage versus players increased by 20%. Oh, these are huge changes right off the bat. 70% less damage is insane. First off, that's crazy. Like, you're not going to lose a Guardian at 2 minutes anymore. You're going to be in that lane for a while longer. There's no more going back to the walker and holding. It's like you're at your Guardian now. And then also, this is good too. People were really learning how to dive the Guardians really early, especially with like monster rounds. Monster rounds probably got nerfed really hard. I haven't got down there yet, but monster rounds were already decreasing Guardian damage, and then they also amped it by 20%. So dives are going to be way harder. I feel like Yamato was like a crazy hero at going under and just like taking a tower early. She also was a shotgunner, and could like abuse the sliding to take towers really early. Medium camp spawn time changed from... Oh, I like this. Ooh, I really like these changes. These are good. I have been sad about 7-minute spawns on camps for a while, and I think that staggering them like this is healthy for the game, especially hard camps also being later too. Like, I mean, no one was hitting them before 8 anyway, so... But I do like this change, medium camp spawn earlier. I wonder what that's going to do to the game. Like, those middle lanes are going to have a lot more farm around them now, and like the outer lanes are going to look really awkward. But that also means that like the weird edge lanes, like what is it, yellow and purple, they're going to not have... They're going to have... There's like the church and the firehouse, I think it is. They're both going to spawn at 5 minutes. It's going to be an option for you to hit if you shove your wave. So that's good. They made it so your Guardian is going to stay alive longer, but it's also going to give you an alternative if you're shoving your wave really hard. Hard being advanced by 1 minute isn't the biggest deal. Maybe a McGinnis nerf. Or Bebop, I don't know. There was some heroes that were just like killing hard camps with their ult really early. Teleporters open time changed from 10 to 8. This is good. Teleporters felt weird really early. A lot of people actually commented on my one video about freezing waves. That's such a bad habit. I gotta get out of that. People were commenting like, why didn't Yama just take a teleporter and go back to her lane? But they weren't open until 10. And I think they should be an option 8 minutes like that early. Yet again, more options, I think, to rotate if you're not attacking your Guardian, or if you do take your Guardian. I think that's good and makes the game more fun to watch. Vault spawn time changed from 10 to 5 to 8 to 4. Okay, so they're going to be up more often and they're going to spawn earlier. That's nice. These do take a lot of HP to hit, so I wonder if that 2 minutes makes a big difference. Golden statues and breakables spawn time changed from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. Neat. More things to do if you're hitting a Guardian forever. It's more objectives to do in the meantime instead of just mindlessly hitting a Guardian that's going to take 70% less damage. This is good. Upgrade. Yeah. So they're actually going to be worth more. I think people were feeling like these didn't do a lot, and I think also like not having some kind of like, what's it called? Visualization of what they were doing for you, I think also sucks, but maybe they changed that. I don't know. It might have been in the part above. Golden statue health buff. That makes sense. These were pretty weak. Tier 3 upgrade at 25 minutes. Neat. Cool. Mid boss has regen. This is good. This is gonna stop like the... It's not gonna stop it, but I can only... I mean, it felt weird this didn't have regen on the first place, but it's also gonna make... What's it called? Baiting mid boss and then taking a fight a little bit worse. But I don't think that that was that crazy of a thing to do. Static re. I know. Hello T2J. Mid boss buff rescaled from 70%. Whoa. Okay, hold on. What's up? Creep buff rescaled from 70%, so it's weaker earlier, which is good. Don't take the other team out of the game entirely. Give them a chance. But if you take it late game, you're ending the game. And then is this the same thing? Respawn rescaled from 50. Yeah, same thing. So they want a late game mid boss to be like, okay, the game's over, but they don't want the early game mid boss to be game ending. This is good. I think I like this. Urn now causes the runner to be revealed on the mini map. You know, I'm glad I didn't make a video today. I was watching a lot of the pro replays and like the urn meta was getting a little weird. And I'm glad I didn't make that video today because this would have nullified parts of it. And one of these is this. Like, before you could take the urn and just kind of like sit around and wait for people to show up. And once they showed up, you could just like not deliver the urn. They were wasting their time, right? You could have one person holding the urn in like a lane next to the drop-off spot out of vision. And then people would just sit around trying to counter it the whole time. And like, it would just let your team split push. So heavy melee against the urn runner now causes them to drop the urn. That's fire. You can like, you can smack it out of their hands. That's so cool. It's like a football. Almost 15 subs. Congrats. Thanks, man. Yeah, the push is there. It's so cool to see the growth. It make brain happy. It's neat to see subs. It's kind of crazy that like I've imagined 15,000 people like presenting in front of 15,000 people, and it just doesn't make sense. Like an entire arena of people that have like, yeah, I like this stuff. I'm gonna watch it again. It's like, whoa, it's so strange. Urn delivery now gives each player on your team a golden statue permanent buff. Neat. Urn bounty increased, urn's more important. They really want the urn to be ran a lot. And I think that this is good too. Urn falls down from the sky a little bit faster is nice because people are going for buffs at 10 minutes. And then they were just kind of sitting around waiting for the urn to hit the ground for a little bit, which felt really awkward. So this is nice to have the urn reach the ground after you take the buff because like they have the same time interval. So on those 5-minute intervals. I thought baiting the urn was a core part of it. I agree. They've gone back and forth on this, and I could see them keeping on doubling down on it. But yeah, I think so too. But it does get kind of cheesy if you have the urn, you have control over the objective entirely. Like if it's in your hands. So I think they wanted to reduce that, especially with the heavy melee. And the vision's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's like if you aren't running it, maybe if you're stopping or like sitting in the same area. Maybe it's as you're getting closer to the urn drop off, it should show you. I don't know. You know, like if you're just sitting with it in base, like who cares? But keep up the good work. Best Deadlock videos I've seen. Thanks, man. Means a lot, Dune. Thank you. There'll be some nice battle for the urn. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think it'll make the team fights around the urn a little bit more interactive for the countering team instead of just in the hands of the runners team. But this is going to be good for competitive play, but bad for uncoordinated pub play. But sometimes it was hard. Like the only counterplay was just sitting at the drop off and waiting. And sometimes that felt awful. So this is probably healthy overall. Comeback formula weighted a bit less on team versus team net worth calculation and more on the strength of the dying hero, regardless of lead. I'm curious to see what the math is on that. I never am good at observing the comeback formula type stuff that is seen, especially when there's no like pop-up of how much souls you're getting from a kill. It's really hard to visualize what that looks like, so I don't have a lot of insight on that. Oops. Percentage of deniable orbs from objectives. Whoa, hold on. What does this mean? Percentage of deniable orbs from objectives for Guardian Walker patron shrines rescaled. Did I have my numbers wrong? Is that what that means? Because I just made one about orbs from objectives. Deniable orbs from objectives is the special souls that we were talking about. I did some testing, but it might not have been perfect. Guardian, Walker, Patron, but shrines don't drop special souls. Deniable orbs for Guardian. I don't know what this means. I'll probably tinker with this in game. 35%. Does that just mean that the Walker is going to put out... Oh, shrines giving 0%. Okay, so it's not what the deniable orbs do. It's not from deniable orbs from objectives. So these are special souls, and what happens is there's going to be more that happen. What was it? So a Guardian at 54% was 4? A Walker at 67? I don't know what this means. I'm looking over for chat. Chat, what does this mean? Shock I got when I loaded in and couldn't use my grapple as Lash. Whoa. I haven't got down there. That's probably good, though. If Lash can't grapple like objectives and stuff, that's probably healthy. Chat, what does this mean? Basically, you could deny 54% of orbs from a Guardian. Oh, okay, I see. I see. So the Patron... Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. So it's a ratio of the bounties is what it is. Where shrines were giving no orbs, you were getting all of the benefit from killing a shrine. There were no special souls that popped off. But the Patron wasn't giving a bounty whatsoever. No, he can't use the ability. Percentage of the total souls from the objective? Yeah, I think so. I think Garo. I think that's right. We're gonna look at this later. That probably means, yeah, bunch of bugs. Yeah, that's always how it goes. That's why they do it on Thursdays instead of Fridays. They have all of Friday to fix stuff. Okay, and this is also why it's nice to read the patch notes at the start. Because the nice start the really game breaking stuff out at the start. Shields no longer reduce damage or get depleted by NPC units. Troopers, bosses, but still takes damage from players' summoned units. Shields no longer reduce damage or get depleted by NPC units. Weird. So this is a Wraith nerf, I think. Yeah, this is a Wraith nerf because Wraith, what she was doing is she was just jungling with... Oh, is it bad or is it good? Because it's going to mean that your shields, like the barriers, stay up longer. They're not going to get... Like your combat barrier is going to exist longer, but you can't use it to jungle as Wraith anymore. This is neat. It's probably good and makes more sense, but it is going to affect some heroes. All heroes' move speed increased by 0.3. Enduring speed reduced by 0.3. I like this. This is healthy. It makes it enduring speed. Enduring speed was essential, I felt like, in the last patch. Not essential. I mean, good movement tech off of zips could get you pretty far, but filling that gap felt really bad. So taking a little bit of enduring speed off and putting it onto the hero's move speed is healthy. Some weird shit. Some shield lol. Heavy divine. Oh, divine barrier nerf. You know, divine barrier, honestly, I sleep on that item really hard. I've kind of just ignored it for a while because I just assumed it was going to get nerfed over and over. And it really early on in the playtest when there was like 50 games going on at a time, divine barrier was like hella busted. I forget exactly what it did back then, but I've kind of written the item off for a while, even though it's been like mega broken over and over. So yeah, people picked it up a lot last patch. Agreed. Even on cores, people were purchasing it. Yeah, everyone was buying the item last patch, and that's why, like, as I said, like, sometimes I get in that mindset of like, if something's so broken, I just try not to like use it or play it a lot because I don't really want to get used to it and like end up with it as a crutch. But I thought divine barrier, I don't know, I knew it was there, but I just didn't buy it or like look into it too much. But I think Mr. Vader, I think your thing about the orbs is right, though. I agree with you on that. Yeah, this probably is a divine barrier nerf, and we're gonna get down to there later and figure out what else is up with that. Bullet and Spirit Lifesteal now stacked diminishingly. This is kind of crazy for a hero like Infernus. Infernus has been really strong every single patch. because of how much he could lifesteal, like the hero just wouldn't die. In my Shroud video, you could see it there. Like we go on an Infernus and he just lives forever. That was even before patches and stuff. So that's going to be even truer now. So many good changes. Yeah, agreed. They listen and they pay attention. Yeah, the cast range was kind of crazy. Teleporters now grant 3 move speed for 5 seconds at a ref. This is awesome. I really like teleporters. I think that they're awesome, and I hope that they get picked up more. I like where they're going with it too. Like you can connect from your walkers, it looks like. So you can connect between the walkers. What the hell was that? Oh, do I have notifications on? That scared the shit out of me. What was that? That's crazy. Do I have it? Wait, hold on. Input overlay. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Fuck. I added all my overlay stuff for streaming to my recording one. Maybe I fix that in a little bit. If someone did something, thank you. I'll figure it out in a little bit. Thank you, I think. Updated teleporter locations. Yeah. And I like that they're giving you move speed after it, because it did feel awkward. It felt like you weren't saving a lot of time using teleporters, but now that the map's bigger, like, especially with that updated move speed, it's going to feel nice to use these instead. And I like these locations that they have as well. I think they're nice. It feels like they make more sense. Does that mean they got rid of the underground one? It doesn't, unless this is the underground one. Is it going to show us? Oh no, the underground one's there. Never mind. But they're going to lead you. Okay, there's the walkers. Nice. Cool. Oh, okay, I see. It's in the subway. That's still kind of awkward though. I don't know. Like ending up in the subway is not really where I want to be. I don't know, but it's fine. We'll see where. I'll tinker with them and see how they feel. Subway and tunnel on the same side of the map. Yeah. Where do you send your resume? Just send me an email. It's on my what's it called? YouTube like bio thing. Just send me an email there if you want to do graphic design work. And send some previous work too if you're gonna send an email. It would help me out. What else we got? Widen stairs from shrines back to player spawn area. Shrines back to player spawn area. This is good. It did feel small, and that means they probably had to increase the gap for the stairs down. Added ledge to mantle back up from the player spawn area from the pit. Added ledge to mantle back up. We'll just fight. Map changes, I think we'll figure out in game. There's no need to try to think about it too much. However, the screenshots here, I like where they're going with the yellow lane, purple lane. I think that this looks nice. This area felt really open and awkward, and like this giant building on the right, it was really weird. Oh my. Can I open it? Like this. Like this building felt really awkward. There was like a doorway down here through it, but this will feel nicer. That looks like it's the only change, so that's good. I like this new interior. It'll be nice. Move guardians back slightly further from stairs down to the canal. Okay, I think. Widen channel surrounding mid-temple slightly. This is good. These were feeling really awkward. I feel like your camera would get like stuck, and it was hard to like position your camera to be useful down here, so this will be nice. Garage and nightclub. Change ropes so that they take you to the second floor, and added back stairs to take you to the roof. We'll figure this out in game. Okay. I'm gonna miss the beginning. Thoughts on ranked? Really healthy for the game, I think. I think it'll be really nice. Because, I don't know, people are getting hella toxic and unranked. And, like, sometimes you just want to chill and play unranked, you know? So, I think it's good. I'm checking Twitch at the same time because I'm going to get my dashboard up and thank anyone if they did something. Because I don't know. I set up notifications, so I did it on the wrong, what's it called? Profile. Just kidding. Firefox does not want to work. Just kidding, it does. Creator dashboard. Nope. Stream manager. Yup. I think it was a follow. Thank you, Mr. Wardo, for following. And if you two people I'm also on Twitch as well. I don't know which ones you're preferring, but yeah, growing on Twitch is cool. Thanks, Scoops. Very kind. Shiv's second skill was devastating under that damn arch. Yeah, I mean, he would just take up the whole channel of it. Yeah, we're gonna get into item changes now. Monster rounds. This is good. Monster rounds, they did too much. I think it's good that they're staying true to the nature of giving you more damage versus them, but I think the damage versus NPCs being reduced is good. That also was affecting guardians and walkers and stuff like that, but most importantly, guardians, you could just kind of buy monster rounds, take 35% less damage from the guardian and just dive, and it seems like they don't want that to be in the game anymore. So I like this change. This is good. Restorative Shot, it was the most cost-effective healing item before, and I think they want to still keep it as a skill-based healing item. They didn't nerf the heal on it, but they did reduce the damage from it. So they want to make it worse, but they don't want to change its strength. So that's nice. Basic magazine buff. I feel like so many situations, there's heroes that you would think benefit from basic mag, but they just like buy other shit instead. So this is neat. Melee charge, cooldown increase. This is probably for the best. This was letting you get a double mag in the last patch. So heroes like McGinnis, Abrams, they were just having like infinite ammo, especially McGinnis. Like this was crazy on McGinnis. Every 10.5 seconds, she would have a reloaded magazine from a charge and could just like keep dishing out damage. So that's good. I wonder what else there is to that. That's probably it. I forget what other heroes were abusing it. I thought it was going to be better on Wraith, but I don't think people were building it on Wraith. It just seemed like McGinnis. There's probably other heroes. Long range ammo increase from 20 to 25. They just really want to give people more ammo and entice people into some of these. Long range feels like a weird item to me. I feel like it doesn't do enough. But this could be one of those items that just like it just keeps getting buffed and then looks really good after a little while. We'll see. Tesla bullets. Spirit scaling increased. Who is this good on? If they didn't nerf Wraith, this is a buff for Wraith. Because Wraith was already building into cards anyway. Even after the nerfs, there was still people building card Wraith. And Tesla bullets were kind of like a natural thing for her to pick up. Spirit scaling. I don't know how big this number is. I wonder what this is actually going to mean in game. We'll have to see. Alchemical fire now behaves like other grenades and does not bounce off of walls. I didn't know it bounced off of walls. I haven't bought this item enough. Base DPS increased. Cool. This is a cool buff. This is a cool item. I think it's gonna get picked up more. I don't know if this is good. Probably. It's probably gonna make it more consistent. But I like to see a buff from it. I feel like not enough people buy this item. It's neat to see the underpurchase items get buffed. Toxic bullets buildup is slower. This is a nerf for Infernus. Infernus was he's like one of the strongest heroes for a while. Or Infernus, Pocket. I feel like Yama was up there, but that's a opinion. Small buff for 7. Oh, on Tesla bullets. I have a weird feeling about Tesla on 7. It kind of like lets you double up on something you're already doing, but this, yeah, you're right. Because 7 is building a lot of spirit. So maybe this is a significant amount of damage on a hero like that. I'm curious to see how that'll play out. I want to know. Yeah, I look into how these are nerfed, but not necessarily buffed all the time. I want to do a better job about that. What does long range give you? More ammo. It's kind of nice on Haze. I know there was one of the OG testers, the Elo Thief, was building long range Haze all the time. And Haze needs more ammo, but I don't know how much 5% matters. Maelstrom Goofy. Yeah, Maelstrom 2. Okay, where were we? Low HP threshold increased. This is good. Frenzy, if you don't remember what Frenzy does, it gives you a little bit of ammo, but it makes you, what does it, do more damage and take less damage or something? I forget what Frenzy exactly does, but as you get low, good for heroes like Geist, Abrams, stuff like that. People that get damaged and then stay alive longer than they should. This was really nice, and I think that lowering the threshold is going to make this item more impactful because you had to be below 40% to get the benefit of it, but once you're above 50%, Or once you're below 50%, it's going to be better. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Ricochet nerf. No. This is so sad. Warden got knife buff. Nice. Does alchemical fire work for McGinnis turrets? I thought McGinnis turrets do spirit damage. Silencer spirit power increase. Okay. I wonder what that implies. Why did they increase the spirit on silencer? Good for heroes like 7, but I don't really see 7s. I guess they weren't buying silencer before. I wonder where it's going to go. Ricochet nerf, though. This is Haze and Infernus in one. Did you guys hear the ding when that happens? Chat, is it dinging? Any Geist nerfs? I don't know yet. I haven't got down there. Take less damage with Frenzy. Yeah, take less damage. Nice. Yeah. So that's going to keep you alive longer. I wouldn't be surprised if they move Frenzy to Vitality. Spiritual Overflow no longer grants 20% fire rate. Spiritual Overflow. This is kind of weird. Upon full buildup, grants 35% fire rate. Interesting. Okay. Activated spirit power increased. Okay, so Spiritual Overflow, kind of like one of the niche weapon items. If you connect a lot of shots on someone, you're going to get... It was just before spirit power, and it was giving you fire rate. But now, once you stack up on someone, it's going to give you a bigger bonus for each respective category. This is a buff for heroes like 7, heroes like Infernus. Actually, does 7 work really well? Yeah, he wants fire rate. Removing 20% though at the start makes it harder to get that build up. So this makes sense that they want the buffs to be big, because this 20% fire rate was helping you get to the point of activated spirit power. Healing rate regen duration increased from 17 to 19. I think people already weren't really liking healing rate. I'm a big fan of healing rate, so I do think it needed to be nerfed, but I feel like people were opting for other things. Like we saw restorative shot got nerfed, and then is extra regen. Extra regen got buffed. What? I feel like some people thought that this was the superior. I guess it's less. It was giving you less regen, but it was consistent. It was always active. No ding. Okay, cool. Thanks. Oh, I wonder why that is. I'll tinker with it later. I don't need to do it now. It's got to be this. No, this is my... Yeah. I did it on the wrong profile. That sucks. Extra regen giving more ammo. This is neat for heroes like Wraith was buying this already. 8% on 50... What, 52? 54? I forget how many cards are in a deck. But yeah, this will be nice. I like extra regen. I was buying this a lot as my regen option, but with the bigger map, I was buying healing rate more. Stamina recovery increased from 14 to 16, and fire rate reduced. And 25 health. This overall seems like a buff, but a nerf to some heroes. Like, I was picking this up on Infernus and on Haze just to give myself even more fire rate. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. Extra stamina was giving you 7% extra fire rate when rapid rounds, the item that is designed to give you fire rate, was giving you 9%. So I think extra stamina giving this much fire rate was kind of weird anyway. So I like to see it buff what it's originally intended to and giving more health because it's vitality. So I'm happy with this. This felt strange to have so much fire rate on extra stam. Extra health, weapon damage increased from 5 to 6%. Extra health is really good, I think. It gives you like it gives you a ton of HP. I want to say it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 200. You can get it like first item. That can be like not 40. What am I looking for? Like 30-ish% more HP. Healing rate got a good buff. Got a buff. Duration increased. Same total heal. This is a nerf. Because it's going to take longer to get the same total heal. It's going to take 2 seconds longer, so you have to be out of the lane for 2 seconds. But it's going to give you 2 more seconds of sprint speed. You can also look at it like that. Depends what you value. Use healing rate on everyone, not too set up. Yeah, yeah, healing rate was really nice. If you were even slightly losing a lane, it was just such a good option to just like buy healing rate and go around, hit boxes, and then come back to lane. But boxes spawn earlier now, so maybe it's even better because then you can just run around for 19 seconds with 2 sprint speed. It's probably a nerf. Okay, what else we got? Enduring speed, move speed, bonus. Yeah, we saw this earlier, so this is a nerf in general. Slow resist. I feel like slow resist is never something that I have felt in these games. And this is the same in Dota. They added this stat, slow resist, and I never felt it in my games, but maybe I'm just a noob. I don't know. Restorative Locket. Spirit resist increased. So note also there's going to be a trend of a lot of the last patch was based around spirit damage. There's a lot of ways to mitigate weapon damage through items that were not necessarily vitality. And I think that we're going to see a trend of that increasing. I wonder actually if it's been happening and I've been sleeping on it. Maybe it's going to be in the vitality section a lot, but increasing spirit resistance, and it's a nerf to spirit damage as a whole. Restorative Locket, this could be a potentially really good option. But yeah, resist to spirit is huge. But some games you were getting like a lot of spirit resistance still getting nuked, so I wonder what 2% really matters here. What else we got? 1 sprint, always cool. I like to see items get sprint. I like sprint. It's a cool stat. Return fire cooldown increased from 25 to 30. This is good. This item was very spammable. You could use it so often. 5 seconds, it could mean life or death in a team fight, so this is good. 30 seconds, like 25 to 30 is like, that could really make a big difference in one team fight. Like instead of getting it off twice, you're getting it off once. So I like this. Bullet resist reduced from 25 to 20. And then this is a buff to bullet resist, right? This is a buff to bullets. Because people are picking up return fire versus hazes versus people who shoot. and it felt really bad, but the bullet resist mattered a lot on top of that cooldown. Spirit resist is weird, doesn't help much when all the abilities do so much burst. Yeah. But you would think that it would help so much up against that burst, but it never felt that good. Just discovered the power of restorative shot before the patch, or restorative, yeah, I assume that's shot. It's really good. Yeah, it is it's a good item, especially if you have good aim. Like a lot of the good aimers buy that. Sometimes I don't trust my aim enough to buy it, but yeah, it is really nice. Never seen anyone die from return fire, but it's not necessarily dying from the return fire. It's a lot of the damage leads to the kill if you let the kill get out of hand, or like if you do a lot of damage to yourself and they get nuked. Also, the spirit items resist doesn't reduce those. Interesting. What else we got in here? Health Nova. I'm actually surprised Health Nova got buffed. People are picking this up a lot. But maybe it felt bad now that you need healing rate to build into it. I think that this item's probably broken. But it depends how death volley we get with the meta. I guess the past games from like the past week didn't seem hella snowbally. But you did get a lot of like 3 people stacking up, and I feel like buffing Health Nova seems strange. Combat barrier nerf. But we were just talking about how shields are not going to get eaten up by troopers or creeps in the jungle anymore, so they probably needed to reduce this, otherwise you would have had a perma 25% bonus to your farm speed. So this makes sense that this got nerfed because of that change earlier where your barriers aren't going to get eaten up by neutrals or lane troopers. Fortitude buff. I'm actually surprised Fortitude got buffed. It was giving 2 move speed flat, like when you're above, what is it, 75% HP, which means like the bigger map, it's easier to rotate. I felt like a lot of people were picking it up. Also, like, I guess they changed the zipline speeds on the side lanes, but it felt really bad to go back to base in the most recent patch. So I was buying Fortitude in some of my games, so I'm kind of surprised to see it buffed. Heal Nova kind of required when going against McGinnis. Yeah, a lot of chip damage. Superior Stam. Recovery increased. I'm actually surprised. I feel like Superior Stam is insane on some heroes. Like, it's really, really, really good on like a certain set. So I'm surprised to see this buffed and not given some kind of way for more people to pick it up and feel useful. Like a spirit buff if you use your second charge or something. Because it already gives spirit, but I'm surprised it doesn't give more or something. Veilwalker speed increased from 3 to 4, so that's when you pop through. That's probably good. With the bigger map, felt weird to go from veils into like side lanes and stuff. The gap was larger. I thought people liked Veilwalker though, so I'm surprised to see this buffed. Majestic Leap cooldown increased. Yeah, we're gonna see. This will be like fucking 70 seconds by the time the beta's over. I'm not kidding. This item's so crazy, especially on heroes that like can utilize the momentum of a leap a lot. Like Pocket was really abusing it, so this is a Pocket nerf. Pocket was one of those like really good heroes last patch, and Majestic Leap getting nerfed is a nerf to Pocket and some other heroes, but Pocket was using this as like a way to get around the map consistently. It wasn't about trying to get an ult off, but it was rather about just navigating between lanes, and the synergy with the one was too strong. Rescue Beam cast range reduced. This is good. Rescue Beam in really high levels of play was getting bought all the time on like the support-esque heroes, even sometimes not support heroes. Like I think it was Mikkel was buying it on Paradox. Just like heroes that were able to sit back and like save carries and stuff like that. It seemed really strange. Or like into Dynamo, you could like pull people out and stuff. Veilwalker pick rate dropped since last attack removal from Veil last patch. That makes sense. I like the balance of Superior Stamp. Hella busted, but tier 3 makes it a hard choice. That's true. Yeah, that is true. It is good that they've leaned into what it makes it strong instead of making it do too many things. Leech weapon damage increased from 15 to 20. Spirit power increased from 12 to 18. And that's because they made it so that your lifesteal components don't stack anymore. So Leech got nerfed because of that, so they had to give it some more. Because now your spirit and bullet lifesteal isn't stacking anymore. And Leech was like that like extra push to get you over the hump. I'm surprised we didn't see healing booster changed in here because of that. Siphon bullets, HP steal per bullet increased from 45 to 50. Okay, so they felt like it was weak. That makes sense. It got less damage from moving categories in the last patch. Extra spirit. I swear this item gave like 3 spirit when the beta first started, and now it's at 10. It just gets buffed every patch. This is probably getting broken. This happens sometimes in MOBAs. They'll like continuously buff something over and over and over, and then people will realize it's just like fucked up and disgustingly OP, and then everyone will buy it over and over. So I don't know if it's hitting that point, but like clearly they think people aren't buying it enough or winning with it enough, so they keep buffing it. Creep buffing till it's Giga OP. Extra spirit feels so useless. Yeah, I feel like on some heroes it does feel useless though. It is one of those like weird choices, but I don't know. Other tier 1 items, that is true. Yeah, like what's like 7 extra damage on my Haze Dagger gonna do over like something that's just gonna give me more ammo? Ammo scav, spirit power per soul reduced from 2 to 1. And then they double the stacks. This is a huge nerf for this item. This is gross. Like, yeah, you can get the same value out of it, but it's gonna take like losing your stacks on an ammo scav. This is so rough. I guess maybe they want you to have more of an attention on it. I haven't even gotten game to see like any of the new UI stuff, but I hope they show you what your ammo stacks are at for ammo scav, because if they don't, this is gonna feel hella bad. Finally a real nerf to ammo scav. Yeah, ever since they like released it, I feel like it's been strong. Withering Whip no longer grants 50 health. Now grants 100 bullet shield, and the cooldown's reduced. They don't really know what to do with this item right now. I could see Whip being comboed with people who are building combat barrier though. Like this could be a nice Wraith item, because giving more bullet shield to keep that combat barrier alive, doing the more damage. And then the cooldown being lower is nice too. This item felt bad compared to some of the other tier 2 spirit items. Like you could have had a decay. Did they nerf decay? They didn't nerf decay. Okay. That's fair. Strongest tier 1 item for a while. Yeah. Cold Front. Cooldown reduced. This makes sense. I feel like this is strong on like the lashes and the yamas. I'm kind of, I guess I haven't got to heroes yet. We'll see what happens with those heroes. Mystic vulnerability fixed stacking with escalating exposure. So I think that means that like escalating exposure was supposed to be a stack of mystic vuln on the first application, but it was jumping instead of like being 12 on the first hit. It was supposed to go from, it was 24 on the first hit. So yeah, that's neat. That's good to see. Slowing hex reduced from 30 to 25%. That's probably good. I've seen a lot of people pick this up, not necessarily against heroes that even have like very good mobility, but maybe it was just for the slow from the start, comboing this with like slowing bullets and stuff. Lash hasn't bought it for a bit. Oh, really? Cold Front? I played Lash a lot really early and I was building Cold Front, but I stopped playing Lash before when they changed the ult originally, it felt really bad. I stopped playing them. I should add some of these utility items to non-spirit categories. Having all these items in spirit feels bad for the slot management. I partially agree, but also partially disagree. I think they want to restrict. I don't know. You're already limited by your utility slots in the first place. I'd be down to see them get brought into different categories because there's only 4 slots for active items anyway. If you have escalating exposure and your friend has mystic fallen. Oh, I see. So you had it on the same team. I never looked into that one. Does it feel like most of the useful active items are in spirit? Yeah, it does feel like that. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. Agreed. Okay, what else are we doing? So where were we? Okay, improve spirit. Spirit power increased from 23 to 28. So that's just, yeah, they still want people to build improve spirit. It just feels boring. I don't know. Just increasing spirit in general feels like, I don't know. There's more interesting items to buy. Like as we've been saying, like the active items exist in there. So like it's a lot more interesting spirit items than just like give me more spirit, please. Improve burst, max health damage reduced from 9 to 7%. Whoa. That is a huge nerf. That's a lot. That is a lot. I'm actually surprised. A lot of heroes were picking this up, but I feel like it loses its identity a little bit. Knockdown, cooldown reduced. They want people to buy this item, and people should be buying this item. Versus a lot of those like annoying heroes. I don't know if 8 seconds is enough to like change it in team fights, but it maybe can let you have more of a presence on the map if you buy it. Ethereal Shift can no longer end it early. Oh. Because I was picking Ethereal Shift up just to dodge things like once, but now you're committing if you're Ethereal Shifting. Like I would buy this versus a Wraith to like pop it, let the Wraith ult hit me, it doesn't affect me, and then I'd hop out of it. Or even like people are picking this up, like Infernus was a big hero for this because he could also reload off of it even if he didn't need to use the utility of it. So this is a huge nerf. I think Ethereal Shift was one of the strongest items in the game though, and something needed to happen with it. And this is now, if there's any Dota players, it's going to feel a lot more like Eul Scepter, where there's no, you're committing to your dodge. You didn't know you could end it early? Thought it was Ghost Scepter in Dota? No. Yeah, no, that item was crazy, because you could literally just like, oh, I want to dodge this one tiny thing, Ethereal Shift, and then like skip it, totally dodge it, and then be on your way again. There was no counterplay to it. It was just like, oh, I guess my shit doesn't work now. There was no like, oh, now that they're locked up for 3 seconds, I can go and position myself better so that like, well, they run away towards their like, no, it was just like, haha, I win, and then that was it. I thought that this was one of the strongest items in the game for a while. Torment pulse interval is now fixed and does not get reduced with cooldown reduction. A lot of people, I don't know, I don't like this item. It feels really bad. I also don't play a lot of heroes that buy Torment Pulse. Like, I don't play Mo. I don't play Yama. I don't know. Let them have their CDR. Was it really that good? Self-stun. Yeah, self-stun, but at least you're protected. Not too sure if I like the ethereal change, but it did need to change. Yeah. It just felt like when you're playing heroes like Wraith, it was just like a haha, your button doesn't do anything and my button does. For 3000, it was too impactful. I think really what this means is like this is a punishing option if you want to dodge something, and the real option should be unstoppable. This is like this was the cheap unstoppable that like has a downside to it, and now unstoppable is truly the unstoppable. Charm Pulse is pretty wild, lots of cheats. Oh yeah, there was also Viscous like cubing himself and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is probably a Viscous nerf. Like Viscous, I'm gonna sit in a cube on your patron nerf. I don't know how many people actually did that, but Krill Viscous. Even Mirage, 7-second stuns. Yeah. Superior cooldown now grants Spirit Shield. Interesting. That's 3. Yeah. Okay. Spirit resist on damage reduced from 15 to 12. Amp per stack reduced from 6 to 5. Duration reduced. Yeah, this item was very strong across the board. I forget what they buffed about it last patch. There was a lot of people buying this though. Obviously, we saw the Ivy build had this as like the core component to it because you would just do so much damage with it. But yeah, it did need to get nerfed. Spirit damage in general felt like it was doing a lot more than it should. So I'm glad to see Spirit nerfs, especially as someone who plays a lot of bullet heroes. Refresher cooldown increase. Fair. 212 is such a strange number. Slow reduced. Cool. Oh man, Mystic Reverb gave us slow. I totally was even sleeping on that for the Ivy build. That build was so cooked. Okay, into hero changes. What do we have? Abrams base health. Abrams base health reduced from 600 to 750. Cool. Health per boon increased from 32 to 34. Shoulder charge sensitivity bugs that allowed you to turn more than intended. That's good. We don't like bugs. Seismic impact now allows for some very minor movement to help nudge around small objects. Interesting. I don't play a lot of Abrams. This is a nerf to his laning phase. And also, like, I don't know how much shoulder charge was getting abused. I don't know too much about it, but this is quality of life and then a nerf to his laning phase by a little bit. You could keep Mystic Reverb on turrets and it was proccing that slow AoE. Oh. McGinnis, man. That hero was pretty frustrating last patch. Sticky Bomb growth increase. Loses 2 stacks on death. This is good. Okay. Ah, man. I mean, I'm down for this. I was not a Bebop player. It was kind of annoying. 15 times 4, what is that? That's 90, right? No. 60. No, what am I doing? Yeah, 60%. This is healthy for the game, but I think the bomb Bebop was kind of funny at the same time. Like, it's kind of sad to lose that, but this really was fucking annoying. As not a Bebop player, it was awful. And then also, but you'll keep the stacks for a lot of the game. But losing 2 stacks on death is, yeah. People were suiciding for the stacks, which is not healthy, you know? Like, I don't know. Not another bomb buff. Yeah, it's definitely a nerf. Bebop is so easy to survive with, though. Give me so much damage if you're fed. Snowball like crazy. Is it that? So I don't really know what ratios people were really getting on Bebop bombs. Like, I have a friend that plays Bebop a lot, and he was like, I have X amount of stacks. And I was like, is that a lot? Like, I don't know. So I don't know. Is 4 times 15 a lot? Is 60 a lot? Because I'll have to that will be the defining factor. It'll be a lot early, right? It'll be a lot early. More damage in early game. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. And they gave him the hook range back. That's good. Don't remove the identity of the hero that makes it cool. I agree with this. Give him the range back. I was playing against Bananas Only. I don't know if you know him. He's like a really big Bebop spammer in NA, and I could tell he got hit with the nerfs after that patch. Like, there was a couple hooks that were like just barely out of range in lane, and I could tell like the mental, like, not muscle memory, but like the conditioning you go through after playing a hero for so long and then like having it ripped away from you Like that, it felt bad. Like it saved my life in lane. Late game is alt time. The change to damage guardian means that the stair slide strat no longer works. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that nerfs a lot of shotgunners. Like a lot of the heroes that were, yeah, like Abrams in lane really got gutted actually, because I forgot about that change earlier. He also can't stair slide to kill the guardians, and the guardians are going to be tankier earlier. So this hero is going to get locked into his lane longer, and this is a hero that wants to do stuff early on the map, you know? So, yeah, big Abrams nerfs. Hook now hits enemy troopers, killing them instantly. This is a Pudge feature. If there's any Dota players or people who didn't play Dota, there's a hero infamous in the game, Pudge, and this is how it would work in the game, where if you hit an enemy like a creep, or like if you hit a neutral creep or something like that, it would kill them instantly and stop it. Fix some cases where Hook would grab players from around corners. Thank God. That never felt good. Hyper beam movement slow reduced from 30 to 25, so you're more mobile. I'm glad to see that. That seems good. Oh wait, or is this offensive? I'm gonna open my game at the same time and double check these things. On hit, 25% movement slow. Okay, so that's a nerf. What is the self movement slow on it? Slow movement in the air and turn duration. It doesn't specify. Duration no longer scales the spirit. That's fine. Duration increased. Hook hits minions. Makes sense. Yeah, agreed. It felt weird that it would go through. People should be taking guardians under 3 minutes because you died once. Yeah, they shouldn't. I think you meant to say shouldn't. Moe's or Chipotle? Oh, man. Early on, I went to Moe's when I was young, and then I rediscovered burritos. Like I would like go to Moe's as a kid and get like a cheese quesadilla or some shit, and then I found Chipotle in adult life, and I became a big Chipotle fan. Because Moe's, like, I don't know, it's something about like the ingredients or the cheese, it just doesn't hit the same. But the chips are a huge benefit, you know. Getting free chips is crazy. However, I haven't gone to Moe's or Chipotle, and I favor local Mexican eatery overall today. That's the big W right there. So take notes. So Bebop can farm ancient camps. Is that what this 10-second or the extra 2 seconds by default does? Duration nerf is the biggest nerf. Ah, I see. Because you could alt and lock shit down for a while. Mouse and grill. Any big takeaways so far? One crazy thing. Okay, so lanes are gonna last longer, but you have more options while your guardian is still up. So the laning phase is gonna look different as the biggest thing. They made it so that your guardian is tankier at the start and gets weaker as it goes on. And they made it so medium camp spawn at 5 minutes. So the laning phase is gonna look really weird. Across the board, it felt like a lot of spirit nerfs and not necessarily bullet like buffs across the board, but I feel like that was the biggest thing, and like that's the weirdest thing that's going to happen in the game is like the laning phase is going to look really different now, which I'm down to see how it plays out. We'll get this all into the segment for the news later tonight. That's good to hear. Thank you for reporting, Sonic Blue. You're doing an important job here. What if you one shots with Hook? I don't think it says, it specifies lane troopers, doesn't it? Enemy troopers instead of just creeps or like neutral trooper. I don't know what they call them officially. Denizens, I think is what they're called officially. Big win for local Mexican eateries. It's true. Song stuff going up after this. Get it on the ground floor of local eateries. 07, sir. Wait, are you actually doing like news bits for like Deadlock streamers? Because that would be really neat. That'd be really funny. Uppercut now applies 15 fire rate slow. Skills spirit power. I don't know what to make of this with Bebop. It seems like Bebop's going to be really, really annoying early game now that he can hook you more reliably without items, and he's going to do more damage to you with bombs. So this is a hero that I hate leaning against, and I think I'm going to hate leaning against it more. So I'm not thrilled about it, but we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what to make this hero because I don't play it enough. Okay. Quantum Entanglement cooldown increased from 12 to 15. And the tier 3 reduces cooldown. So I like that they put more things on the tier 3 because people by default just go for the Aurora on Dynamo. So it's cool to see more options get buffed on Dynamo. Kinetic Pulse tier 2 tooltip to clarify that it affects bullets only and not melee damage. Interesting. I wasn't, but now I feel like it would be a good idea. Yeah. It depends on how much other streamers would answer to, I think is the thing. Like I still am like under 100 viewers, so I like read everything, but some people, you know, it gets lost. But it would be funny. It would be cool to build a sense of larger community for the Deadlock community. I feel like everyone's so disjointed right now. Gray Talon, Arrow Cycle Time. Okay, so they made them shoot even slower. Is that what I'm reading, right? Because that's what we got last patch, is they did this once and they did it again. Rain of Arrows, alternate cast, causing you to hit the ground soon after cast. Okay. Fixed Guided Owl, not colliding with nearby objects during cast. Colliding with nearby objects during cast. So it would just explode at the start, and this is a bug fix for it. Fire rate no longer scales with spirit power. Base bullet damage now scales with spirit power. Guided Owl 3-second grace period for kill increased to 4. Okay, buff. A fixed Guided Owl grace period still not requiring that it gets a kill, but rather the target just die. Oh, this wasn't working. Move speed no longer scales with spirit power. Stamina increased from 3 to 4. This is huge, actually. Only Gray Talon and Ivy are the ones with 4 stamina now. That's pretty wild. But I want to look into fire rate no longer scales with spirit power, but base bullet damage now scales with spirit power 0.1. So, like, too accessible. Damn, bro, you don't gotta say it like that. They're pushing Bebop more towards a support role. Possibly. Yeah, I think there is a void of support heroes in the game right now anyway. So if Bebop could do more with less souls, I think that would be neat. And it does seem like they did that. Chat, is Ivy still good? We haven't got down to Ivy yet. We're figuring it out. Talon shoots slower, but now scales to hit harder. So it's gonna synergize more with his jump. I forget exactly what it's called. I need to learn these. Talon spirit bullet damage. Yeah. .1 is like 10%. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're gonna go in game in a second. Yeah, we're gonna look at that in game real quick because I want to know. This. What are we doing? This guy. And then, okay, so we're gonna look at, what are we looking at? Bullet damage goes from 30, and say we get our nice extra spirit. Oh, it even tells us. No, it doesn't. So we're going up to 14. And that gave us 2. Is that rounding us up? Is that what that's doing? So this will give us 4. Oh man, math, man. You know, that's the thing about playing MOBAs is you have to do math. I shouldn't be that math averse. 14. Why is that giving 2? 14 times 0.1 would be 1.4, right? So why'd it give us 2? Does it just round up as a baseline? Is that what it's doing? So is this pushing us? That's pushing us up to 18, but that's giving us 4 damage? Chat, what's going on? Mathematicians, what's up? Could I show me your crosshair settings? Yeah. I can rewind the VOD on YouTube. Eat as Twitchers. Relax. Oh, man. What are we doing? I did this in console, I think. Oh, here they are. Yeah. Get 100 spirit power should just increase by 10, but it seems like it's 0.1 should be 10. But am I wrong? 18 times times 0.1 should be 1.8, but it gave us 4. And if it's rounding up, it should be 2, right? Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. Mystic Burst. Damn it. I tried to pick one that didn't have it. I am dumb. So this is going to give us a raw 4. 32. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Good call. Shizug is not mathematician. So, like, what do people build on this guy? I'll just do this. The challenge build that's not dog shit. We're just going to build all of the items that I see here. Give us this. Sure.
I don't go selling these to just anyone.
So what does this give us for attack damage? For bullet damage? An extra 16. I mean, that's not to be slept on. That's going to matter, especially like, what does this do? It gives us also 5 weapon damage. Average Haze player can't do maths, only gambling with Lucky Shot. Probably the worst change that, yeah, no one asked. His pick rate's low. Yeah, I think they're not necessarily trying to nerf Talon. They're just trying to experiment with things that are going to make his identity more fleshed out and feel better. So I don't think that they're not trying to hurt this hero. Like, I think people know he's dog shit still. Mikhail picked him once in a tournament, but I honestly don't even remember the results. I wonder... Yeah, they're just trying to tinker with it. They're trying to figure out where this hero lies. How much does this give on kill? 5? That's giving half of a piece of bullet damage. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a lot. They'll probably play with the scaling on it. But you don't go for weapon damage with Talon if you're going Spirit. Yeah. But it's nice to have extra weapon damage to combo. I guess it's like a positioning thing, though. I guess that's why they gave him more stam, is because, like, if you're in shooting range where you're effective, like, you're kind of putting yourself on the line anyway. I don't know. The hero feels weird. Build Spirit for ult, benefits from pistol damage. You go for first skill. Yeah, exactly. All right. I am sure people are going to be tinkering with him. The thing is, too, like, a change like this could just mean this hero is, like, busted as fuck. But I don't think it's the case. I'm sure someone's going to tinker with him and find some way to play him semi-effectively. I did open up patch notes early and look at this because I am always interested in Haze and what's going on. So I'll read them all out again. Fixation max stacks increased from 30 to 40. That's by default. So that's going to get... Okay, they want you to land a lot of shots on people. Tier 3 reduced, or yeah, from 0.2 to 0.15. Did they also do that to the base? We're switching over game real quick. Because these were in sync, 0.2 and 0.15. So that's significant. Bullet Dance no longer grants 15% fire rate. Bullet Dance base ability now grants 2 targets per shot, hits per shot. This is crazy. This is what I wanted to dive into more. But you don't get evasion until later. And you get Bullet Dance speed so you can move faster and you evade shots. So this shit's crazy. I don't know what the fuck to make of this. This seems like it's going to do hella damage. Oh, sorry, guys. Can't see. My bad. Bullet Dance base ability now grants 2 targets hit per shot is... Like, that's wild. That was the max upgrade on Haze in the past. They nerfed Ricochet, so you're not going to Ricochet, like, team kill everyone if they're across your ult, but 2 targets hit per shot on top of the 7 damage that you can get at the tier 1 seems like a lot. You weren't getting... Like, Fixation was doing a lot of your damage, and this is obviously a nerf to Fixation, but there's also a buff to make up for it. So you're going to need to attack more, you're going to need to hit more. But this is so crazy. I want to look at it real quick in game. Haze. Okay, so bullet damage. If you get this once and just build like normal haze items, I guess you're probably still getting ammo scav.
You have discerning taste.
We'll just do.
It's brutal out there, huh?
I'm happy with this. This is like about this time. 900 from a full channel. That feel that good?
Bedtime for you.
I'm curious what other people think. This seems strong to me. And 900 is a shit ton, but how much of a shit ton is it? We'll see what this does.
You will be judged.
Maybe I'm overestimating it. I don't know. I don't know what the original number was on this ability. So well, I guess we'll have to see. Oh, teleporter. Neat. I had to. It was telling me to do it, man.
Everyone.
Okay, we're gonna put up edge again. Deadlock noise in the background. Okay. I don't know what to make of this. I'm gonna play with it a lot. This seems broken, but we'll have to see what happens. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Infernus Catalyst damage amp reduced from 25 to 20. Infernus was like one of those S tier heroes last patch, very strong guy. Catalyst tier 3 damage amp increased. So they take away him by default and they put it into what's it called? Talents or upgrades. And I think that that's healthy. I think that's good because you're not reducing the late game potential of this hero, because I think that that is what they want Furnace to be based around, is some of that late game potential, but they're keeping the total power you can get and just putting it into the late game instead. So I like that. Improved default camera position. I'm checking that out. That was one of my gripes as Ivy. I did not like playing this hero because you were fucking huge. It's better. I think the wings were wide, right? I think this wing would block you a lot. Ivy's heavy melee. Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome, actually. I really like that. Wonder what that looks like. Let's see. What am I doing? Sorry to see. That's pretty sweet. I like that animation. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if they change Mirage at all. Maybe it's in the chat. We'll see, or in the change logs. Yeah, this hero still feels awkward. I saw a Reddit post. Clear follow. This guy has like the same stance as the target dummy. So he's definitely like animationless still. Like, can we mimic? Yeah, it's like the same dude. Yeah, it's the same thing. Mokrill got one? We'll check out Mokrill. Quick diversion from the patch notes. Oh, that's sweet, actually. That's cool. I'm happy to see that. Good stuff. All right, what else we got? Take flight control keys are now similar to Vindicta's. Smart to normalize that. Some issues with the control on take flight when you're a wall. I didn't experience it, so I don't really know what it's about, but I'm glad it's fixed. Fixed a bug that would cause some units to take more damage than intended with Essence Bomb when multiple targets are hit. Good that bugs are being fixed. More damage than intended with Essence Bomb, but could be a nerf, because if there was a bug that was making it, it depends on how often it happened, right? Life Drain can now be alternate casted on allied heroes. Oh, whoa. That's not the ult, right? Ult is, what the heck's the ult called? I know you guys can't see the screen. Ult is Soul Exchange. So Life Drain. Weird. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat. Dynamo's still the best change. Yeah, the belly slam. People can grief allies. Yeah. And there's no way to disable this, right? Like you can't stop someone from life draining you unless you like run away or something. I wonder if it gives you all the negative debuffs. Like I wonder if it silences you and stuff. Double tap accidental protection. That's good. It always feels bad when there's like some ability that's going to get canceled by spamming it when you're trying to get it off. Malice slow duration reduced from 6 to 4. Malice amp duration reduced from 16 to 13. This is strange. I knew people were starting to think Geist was... Actually, Geist was getting picked a lot in the tournament, so I can't say I didn't entirely sleep on her, but I didn't personally play her in the last patch. This seems like... I mean, I don't know what this implies for the hero, but it seems like nerfs across the board. Need to add disable help like in Dota 2? Yeah, probably. Why would you want to cast 2 on an ally to get their HP? Yeah. McGinnis combo? True, that could be a thing. Yeah, you would want to... You could lifesteal off of like a support or something like that. That's also what I assume. I agree. What else we got here? Base bullet damage reduced. Flog heal versus heroes reduced. Flog heal versus creeps reduced. This hero seems strong, especially in team fights. People are maxing flog. They were staying alive in team fights. Like experienced Lash players were flogging late in fights to keep themselves alive for longer. Like this hero in general just seemed like a good team fight for large amounts of time by kiting in and out and flogging at the right time. So I think I'm happy to see this. I wasn't playing Lash a lot. I didn't recognize the bullet damage as like the biggest problem on him, but it might just be like one of those nerf parts of the not strongest part in the kit. His gun's good, but yeah. Only Lash nerfs? Yeah, sorry, bro. McGinnis no longer has 25 spirit resist. Now it's 15 bullet resist. Mini, okay. You don't get one charge from the tier 1. What did it give you now? I know you guys can't see. Oh, so they just apply a slow. It used to give you a second charge and apply a slow. Now it just applies a slow. Cooldown reduced. Okay. Duration reduced, but cooldown reduced. Interesting. Health scaling reduced from 30 to 20. Okay. Recharge time from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. That's the interval between, yeah, when you can place your next one. I like that. I like being able to double turret. I think that's good. Cast range increased. I'm not sure what that implies for the hero to be able to cast it further. You can check corners, maybe. I forget if they give vision and if they can like scout bases and stuff and like find people on the minimap. Mini turret damage reduction against trooper neutrals increased from 40 to 50. Damage reduction against troopers increased. So that's a nerf, right? Damage reduction. I think so, if I'm reading it right. Mini turret damage reduction against objectives increased. Okay. Ricochet not bouncing off of mini turrets. You know, I thought I would... Yeah, this is a gripe of mine. I was playing Furnace and Hazel last patch, both Ricochet heroes. And it was so annoying to try to like shoot a turret and it's not ricocheting to the team. Sometimes I thought it was hitting my team or hitting the team, but yeah, it clearly wasn't. I always felt bad. Chasm only rank 8. Yeah. I think he'll be okay even with the Lash nerfs. I think the spirit resist removal is rough. She's so mobile with 2 stamina. Yeah, that's true. But it gave bullet resist, so I think that... I don't know if that means better laning. I guess you were taking nukes a lot as this hero, probably. And that's why you were getting spirit resist, but... I mean... Yeah. Nah, you got to give someone a turret hero. You can't. You got to give the people who can't aim like something to work with. But the thing is, you still need to aim as McGinnis. Like a lot of the buffs, like you stay alive with your gun at the same time. So mini turret spawn time reduced from 1 second to 0.25, so that just goes down quicker, right? Attack delay reduced from 0.35 to 0.2. Heavy barrage increased. So they want you to be building around your turrets more. This is better for playing active and not like making a nest. This wants you to, they're encouraging you to move and put down more turrets and assume that they're going to go down. But it seems like they don't want you to farm with them. Damage reduction against troopers neutrals increased. Damage reduction increased. How does this read to y'all? Is this a nerf or a buff, these two lines? I would assume it's probably a nerf, given the strength of the hero last patch. Buff. Attack delay almost halved. I doubt they would buff her. Building support McGinnis so they don't realize how much damage she currently has. Solos everything in the game. Yeah. Gun build's cheaper and does more damage. But Spirit build's just obnoxious, especially for my bus. Agreed. I also think I read this as a nerf. I think that would make sense to especially have objectives do more damage to turrets. So, but they want you to play more mobile with your turrets. They don't want your turrets to sit there forever and do something. They want you to be running around, putting turrets down all the time. And I like that change. I think it shouldn't be like this weird nest hero where you like sit up on some weird like balcony and just have like 8 billion turrets that are like really slow to go down. So I think that this is healthy for the hero, but I think it's going to be annoying to have McGinnis drop off a zipline and then suddenly have like the Avengers assemble in front of you of like fucking 8 turrets that are all slowing you. We'll see. Insignificant nerf. Abuse turrets. Last patch. Reduces damage against troopers. Less damage to non-players. Buff to Spirit McGinnis. Yeah. Game is too mobile for her, and these are good changes. Agreed. Agreed. They take more damage. Yeah, they take more damage. I agree with that. This is how I read it, but I looked up and they do reduce damage. Wording is really weird. Yeah, it's hard. What is a TLDR? This is a lot and I'm new, so I don't even know what half of this is. My TLDR is that I always feel like my focus of it happens on the like how the game plays out. Like it's really hard to tell what heroes are going to get seriously buffed and nerfed from stuff like this. The trend has been that spirit damage has had nerfs, especially like things that were building escalating exposure. Bullet stuff in general has trended better. My biggest things are that the laning phase is going to look different because of the times that neutral spawn and the dynamics of the guardians now. There's going to be more to do besides hit your opponent's guardian in between the lane. And I think that is going to be the biggest thing. And the thing to look out for the most when playing your games is the new dynamic between if you kill your opposing laner, what do you do in that time? So I'll probably end up making a video about it. I'll probably talk about it. I'll go into more detail with that. Probably lead to a meme build where you vomit out 8 to 10 turrets in 2 seconds with refresher. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. No, they do even less. Yeah. I feel like McGinnis could be a split pusher, and like I like split pushers, but I like to play split pushers is the issue. I don't like to play against them at all. But in Dota I was a split pusher. I really liked playing like Arc Warden. Back in the day, Terrorblade was a menace to your side lanes and stuff. I would build like such weird items on him. Tornado now uses a range for its travel distance instead of a travel duration. Scales the range increase. Range for its travel distance. Okay, neat. Enemies that have already been hit by fire scarabs will now, with the next scare projectile, pass through them. That's good. That's good. I'm surprised they buffed this hero. I guess this hero, Mirage, felt really weird to lane into. Oh, wait, it keeps going. Never mind. Why'd they add this space? It's like they forgot something and they like deleted it. Jin's Mark base damage reduced from 16 to 12. But the scaling from Spirit is good. And it reveals for longer. This is good. This felt really strange going into late game. I don't know. People felt like it was too strong in lane, but I didn't think it was that bad. Like you would kind of just kite it and it would be okay. The tornado is where I had the issue. Like I hate laning into tornado. It feels so bad to lane into the spell. Traveler now causes your camera to move to the destination during the channel. This is very good. Popping into this ult felt terrible. You would get somewhere and you would just be so confused as to what was going on. You'd have to like orient yourself, and that took like 3 seconds. And this was really annoying, but this will be good. You can now like sometimes that happened with the Mirage. Like you'd hear him ult on you, and you just run around a corner, and you'd just be like, "Oh, I have no idea where this guy went." Traveler tier 1 is now +2 move speed, was -20 cooldown. This is good. This is healthy. You don't want this hero to be able to TP around the map all the time. Tier 2 though, and it's lower. Once people figure out how to play this hero very effectively and split push on him, I think it's going to get gross. Especially now that he's scaling later into the game. Tier 3 fire rate increased. Yeah, I feel like having 20% fire rate as a tier 3 felt fucking terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this buffed again in the next patch. Nature's Prophet, Bulldog says despair. Oh, days, not says. Yeah. Love this with pushing. You should quit your job and do this full time. I've already watched all of your vids. You know, maybe. I hope my coworkers aren't listening. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't mind playing video games all day. I'm not there yet, though. You win a team fight and you look and your base is gone. Yeah, McGinnis and Mirage shit. Simulate Mirage jumping with Traveler. Simulate Mirage jumping with Traveler. Split push McGinnis and can take 2 to 3 people rotate just to address me if you pressure Walker. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I want to talk about split pushing in a video, but I don't have the best picture of it yet. So I'm trying to figure out. My people that I queue with hate when I split push. They hate it. They hate it. They hate it so much. So I have been hesitant to advocate for it. Prediction is freezing waves near your guardian will be meta since you have to be above the stairs to do damage to towers. Probably. It's drastically gonna change. Because before the recommendation was just to shove your wave as fast as possible. And I think it's gonna change a lot now. And I think that's probably healthy. Because mindlessly shoving is not. I like it when it's not just mindlessly shoving. Tornado for escape Mirage players. 30k objective damage. Don't even know where he got 30k from. You'll be at 100k next year, then you can quit. Thing is, it's not subs, it's views. And yeah, I just need to stream more often. I like streaming. It's just my schedule is too inconsistent right now. But I do like interacting with people and stuff. I'm still so bad at playing and talking to chat at the same time, though. I fucking feed my ass off. This game takes so much like focus for me because I'm not playing off of my aim. I'm playing off of like thinking of the game and rotations and trying to like be a couple steps ahead of like the cracked out like Apex and Overwatch players. Like I don't have shit on them. So yeah. Combat tier 1 now grants 30 bullet resist while channeling. No longer grants 28% or 28-second cooldown. Okay. And do they move that anywhere else? No, they don't. Oh, they just build it into the hero. Okay. Wow. Well, that's a buff. Across the board, that's just a buff. They just gave him bullet resist and gave him free cooldown. Neat. Might move more into freezing lanes. I think so. I'm probably gonna watch people play at the start. I want to see specifically. I really like watching Listic lane. I want to see what he does at the start. I want to see what he does. I sat at mid boss. Does that count as objective damage? I didn't know that. I didn't even think about that. Whoa. Curious what the new metas will be. Oh, we'll be breaking it down. Can't cash out at 100k. Need to keep feeding the algo for money. 43 viewers and 10 likes on stream. Chat, think we can change that? Hell yeah. Agreed. I work as a graphic designer. You need help with something? Yeah. If you go on my YouTube channel and you drop your like what is it, portfolio of work and like email me about it, I'd be glad to look it over. I'm just looking for like some basic stream elements and like a header for YouTube stuff. You know, you say that mid boss counts, and I totally believe you. It totally could be the case. I freeze lanes all day. Give me that free farm. Yeah, but the thing is, shoving waves just let you do things so much earlier if you killed the Guardian. And now that that dynamic has changed drastically, I'm curious what's going to be the case. Because, like, in some of these, like, coordinated, like, not, like, pro games, they would take Guardians at 4 minutes, rotate, and then just, like, go destroy another Guardian. And, like, if you had a really bad lane, it was worth it to static, or, sorry, freeze at, like, 3-ish minutes, 4, like, before jungle spawn, basically. But now, even, like, there's going to be options for jungle at 5 minutes instead, so the game got strange. It's changed a lot. The laning phase is going to look different. Okay, moving forward. Paradox bullet growth per boon. Does more bullet damage as the game goes on as you level up. Time wall bullet duration reduced. Okay, that's kind of neat. You can't just sit behind. It's kind of like you need to still actively be dodging. I like that change. Fixed time wall not being spawned when looking down while casting. I didn't know about it. Swap cooldown increased. This is kind of crazy to see. Are they going to make up for it? No. Swap, I saw, like, when watching Mikhail play, he would just, like, huck them out. Even if they weren't connecting, like, he had it on cooldown all the time. You're just, like, constantly kind of, like, fishing for that swap. And the range got reduced. Tier 1 reduces cooldown. Okay, so they build it in. And they... What were... I don't remember what these talents were before. So I'm curious what these used to be. I didn't play enough Paradox to know. Pulse Grenade radius reduced from 7 to 6. Pulse Grenade damage amp 5 to 6. Tier 3 no longer increases damage amp by 2%. Oh, it makes it bigger. That's kind of neat. I like that. So with each tick, it's going to get larger. 1v1 me. Mikhail nerf. Oh, I don't even know. So I don't think that this hero was strong before. I think it was like very much like specialist players were picking it and doing well with it. Alexa. See this hero perform well in pubs at all. Yeah, I think Paradox a lot of the time relies on what's it called, team play a lot. Like swapping yourself in like means like you're giving yourself up sometimes to coordinated people, and swapping yourself in with no follow-up, like coordinated follow-up, can be really, really damaging. So swap nerfs are rough. Guess it's because of Paradox being so good in duos. Bad in pubs. Yeah, pugs. Dynamite as well in solo queue too. So easy to farm and go to gun damage. I hate, I've voiced my opinion on gun dynamo in the past, but that is true. Like coordinated play is a lot more difficult for balancing around some of these, like random pubs where like your dynamo hits a hole, like hits a singularity, and it's just like standing there pinging people, and it's just like no one. Sometimes people just walk by. Paradox Swap is the strongest ult in the game in terms of cooldown and lockdown duration. You could deny Geist and Yamato pretty easily. Yeah, especially with like the wall max being silenced too. Could get tricky. It seems like they gave it back if you max it though, but then you have to invest in it. So I'm curious to see what this will look like. Going from 48 to 65 though, that's rough if you're not putting points into it. I guess 1 point brings it down a lot, but like 20 cast range, I don't know. Is this a buff? you get 20 cast range if you max it. Like at that point you're killing yourself if you use this. If you use the spell at max range, you're dead. But I don't know. Yeah, it will be hard to hit. Agreed. Yeah. That is a skill shot and a half. Still projectile. Agreed. I don't know if this helps the hero that much because this is like death. 45 meters is very far in this game. Okay. Pocket, one of the strongest heroes last patch, I think. Shotgun fall off reduce started. Okay, shotgun fall off start reduced from 22 to 16. So he's gonna start, or Pocket's gonna have damage begin earlier at 16 meters instead of 22. So that range is gonna be reduced. Enchantress Satchel damage now respects line of sight. I'm surprised they haven't done this for everything in the game. Of like if there's some kind of AoE, it should respect line of sight. I'm surprised that hasn't been the case so far. This is neat, an AoE indicator so you can understand how far your satchel is going to go. And also remember, the Ethereal Shift nerf is going to affect Pocket a lot. Pocket relied on that. But Pocket also, they used the large majority of the shift to wait for the cape to travel. So I don't know if that's a nerf necessarily for the hero. It probably isn't good, but reducing the options bad, I guess is what I should say. Affliction DPS, Spirit Power scaling reduced. So Affliction is going to hurt less. Barrage, this is huge. That's huge. And then you get it back, but like this hero was a disgusting laner. And I think that the barrage was why. Like you could, skilled players, what they were doing is they were, I mean, we saw this in the movement guide, but like even in lane when the tier 1 was still up, like what people were doing is Pocket, they were like coming up under their guardian when like this is a normal lane. Like imagine this zip doesn't go all the way. They would hop on, off, and then they would get so far and they would do that, and they would like get all of their charges because you're not dodging that. There's a Pocket flying over your head, and like the range was huge. So really good players are abusing that heavily. I actually wanted to play Pocket last patch, but I was in that mindset. The same with Divine Barrier, where I was like, I don't want to play something. Oh, sorry, fuck's sake. I'll show again. Streaming's hard, guys. I'll show it again. So what they would do is they'd grab zip, jump off. Oh, now I fuck it up, and I don't have my cooldown. We'll show you. We'll show you. They'd be under their guardian like normal lane. They jump on, and then basically be able to get across the whole wave just off of one zip grab back there. Like nothing besides that. And they were able to propel themselves across the whole lane and get all 4 charges, giving themselves amp and stuff. So reducing that range is going to be very impactful now. Just can't see the screen. Sorry. So that, yeah, that radius is huge. That's it. That is a very large nerf. I'll walk away from these troopers so they're not shooting in our ears the whole time. But they give it back late game, and that's fine. But this hurts the landing phase so heavily on this hero. So heavily. Also shotgun fall off too. Like this is huge nerfs for Pocket. 7 base regen. 1.5 to 3. And what does that give you? That gives you 90 extra HP per minute in late. That can be life or death sometimes. Move speed scaling with spirit power reduced. Interesting. That's by almost a whole digit. And then lightning ball tier 3. They really want you to play with the lightning balls. So, okay, note. This happened with Ivy last patch. They made the kudzu, they made the, what is it? They gave it more AoE. They gave it 2 extra AoE. This is half of that, but I'm curious to see what the ball will look like now. This is the same thing that happened to Ivy, but also we got Escalating Exposure, it got nerfed. So I'm curious to see. It probably won't have the same effect. Pocket felt like Sniper. Yeah. 7 regen buff is insane. Priority builds regen and it's crazy. He can out regen Pocket and decay. Screen again. Wait. Did I do it? No, you're fucking with me. CPOC is the ultimate late game support since Affliction will apply heal main on the entire team at most. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Okay, what are we doing here with this guy? Charges. All right, we're gonna do the IV items. What were IV items? It was all range. We were getting Divine Barrier
The old New York tuxedo.
and improved reach and Mystic Reverb. Anything else? That was the trio, right? That's pretty big. I don't think it'll have the same cultural impact as Kudzu Ivy, because escalating exposure still got nerfed anyway. But, I mean, that seems pretty cool. You can definitely build around it now. Big ball. Yeah, agreed. Look at those balls. Looks like cancer. Yeah. Cool. So there'll definitely be people playing with Seven's balls this patch for sure. I think my comment on YouTube isn't going through, so I'm sending my portfolio link here. Yeah, I did not see it. I will open it. If you do give me your email, it would help for interacting in the future and like communicating. So yeah, send them as well. I will also open it on Firefox, so I will have it later. But thank you for sending it. Chat, he's cooking meta. Yeah. Okay. Slice and dice spirit damage scaling. All right, we got the screen. Nice. Spirit damage scaling increased from 1.2 to 1.3. Okay, I'm reading into that too much. I don't know why I'm just pausing on that. Slice and dice tier 1 improved, so it's going to be faster. Rage decay reduced. Rage buffer duration increased. So this is a buff for this hero. I guess, I don't know. I feel like Shiv was getting picked. Because he's going to rage for longer. Decay reduced. He's going to decay slower. He's going to rage longer and be able to do his things more often. This is a buff across the board for Shiv. Like, is there anything else, like, item-wise that's hurt this hero? Like, laning into this hero longer is going to be, like, I feel like it's punishing. I feel like I struggle against Shivs. In a small area, 7 will be busted. Yeah. Ivy was kind of the same way. I felt like the alleyways for Ivy, the same thing happened. Shiv wasn't excelling in anything last patch. He just felt mid everywhere while playing. That's fair enough. I think you're locked in a lane against a Shiv longer. And for me, I felt like I struggled against this hero really well, or really poorly. I struggled a lot versus a Shiv, and it left me scarred. That's interesting, though. Escalating also got nerfed, so I don't know if the hero will need the buffs. Vindicta reverted recent fall-off damage changes. Good. That ruined the identity of the hero. I'm glad to see it back. I thought they were doing it for anti-cheat reasons, but maybe they have shit solved. I don't know. Fall-off increased from 58 to 64. Okay, so they went the opposite way. They're like, okay, we're going to let her do more damage for longer amounts of time. Bullet damage growth per boon reduced. Okay, so they reduce her damage in general based on these buffs. Flight duration longer scales of spirit. I like this. I always hated buying knockdown versus this hero. It was so expensive. It felt like it didn't do enough. So this is nice to see. I'm fine with giving a talent for this because it makes you choose between flight or ult very early. So I'm okay with that. Flight bonus move speed above base now scales at 50% effectiveness. I have vivid memories of a game where I played with those of Vindicta flying around forever at like Mach 2, Mach 3. So annoying. So I'm glad to see that. No longer has minus 10% bullet resist. I'll look over it. What are people saying? Thought laning versus Shiv was an easier lane. Bleed poke that's annoying. Yeah. I played... yeah, shift mains is what we're playing. That's fair. That's fair. Squishier as time goes on. Gun cycle time increased. DPS rescales remain the same after the above changes are calculated in. Gun cycle time increased. So that means it shoots slower, right? We've had this happen with Talon and Vindicta in the past. It's going to shoot even slower, right? Is that true? Or are you going to look real quick? Because that would be every quarter second she's shooting, right? Oh, lag. Come on. Oh, yeah. I like this identity of the hero instead, because like giving her an assault rifle feels weird. I like that. I think it's healthy. I've always wanted Vindicta to feel like Sniper from Dota. Glad they're giving that back. Agreed. Yeah, I think leaning into identities for heroes and what they do that defines them from other ones is, I'm always going to be in favor for it. Stake duration reduced. I'm actually surprised to see that. Assassinate bonus souls now unsecured. Whoa. Shooting while flying now has similar speed impact as on the ground. Shooting while flying now has similar speed impact. Oh, so you get slowed while shooting in the air. I see. Flight air acceleration. This worked? No way. I didn't realize Crow was doing damage to mid-boss like that. That's wild. I'm surprised this hero... I guess she got a huge buff up top. They made it so she can do damage from very far away, but then they reduced... They nerfed her in so many ways after that, I feel like. Like, unsecured assassinate souls is strange. You can't suicide behind a tower for, like, a kill. It's gonna punish you now. But like this flying, shooting Vindicta, they really want you to go in the air and be like a turret now, instead of, or like once you start shooting, you're like kind of locked into place and people can shoot back. You're not just like a race car in the air. So that's strange. Okay, Goo Ball no longer triggers the on-hit effect while in an ethereal shift. That's nice. You could kind of plant yourself as Goo Ball and repeat it. Fix superior stamina dash count not working with Goo Ball. Interesting. Oops, I keep pressing that. Goo Ball stun duration reduced. Splatter base damage reduced. Given a lot of number nerfs. Spirit damage scaling. Splatter is going to be worse in lane, but scale up better as the game goes on. I'm okay with that. This hero is a very strong laner for a while, so anything to harm the laning is okay with me. Instant cast not working for Puddle Punch. Oh, okay. Setting bug. Spotter was really good in lane. Yeah. Agreed. Nerfing it and then giving it back later is fine with me. I like that. Vindicta was literally an attack helicopter before. Yeah, it's true. Dude, yeah, there's just one game in particular I just think back at. She's just moving so fast and doing a billion damage. It was terrible. Alchemical Flask cooldown reduced to 12 seconds. So this matches QSR, but this used to have reduction on the cooldown, right? Oh wow, it's at the end. So the neat thing about a 12-second cooldown in here is that it matches Quicksilver Reload, which is nice for this hero. Like that's kind of mentally something you can use to align it. So taking 1 point in this with the QSR is like probably really, really good. Because mentally you can just use this as a reload. And then it comes back up when it's ready. Last Stand, channel duration reduced. I like that. Last Stand felt awful to use, and they increased the range. So I saw Hydration building Spirit Warden a lot in the last patch, and it seems like it's going to be stronger now. This is a 6-second cooldown on Alchemical Flask when it's maxed too. And they buffed the damage straight up. I don't remember what these were. I don't remember what these two talents were before. Wraith card trick, spirit scale. I think they want card trick to be strong in lane, but not necessarily Wraith's main source of damage late game. Oh, this is huge. This is a huge, huge, huge thing. So as Wraith, what you used to be able to do is, I won't switch over to her right now, but when you were farming, you could essentially just do this and just like stack cards at the same time, because you were double meleeing on most camps. There was a spot to double melee, and you could like charge your cards so fast, then you would spam them on the ground. Oh, sorry, fuck's sake. I gotta get buttons. Stream Deck incoming, guys. I promise. You used to be able to do this, just melee and shoot at the same time, and then you'd have cards to just throw like a ton of cards at the ground and like do a ton of damage to the whatever you were farming. But then they halved what you get from meleeing. So people were building like both the melee items. They were getting what, Spirit Strike and melee lifesteal on Wraith. So you would do more damage, which means you would scale even more card tricks. So this hero, this is big nerfs with this hero. And also like spirit items in general getting nerfed. I wonder if Tesla buffs will help her. I don't think that was enough though, because now she doesn't want to build into spirit very heavily. So we'll see. Screen streaming is hard. Yeah, sorry guys. Stream Deck incoming. I'll have some macro pad or something to compress it. What else we got? Power slash cooldown increased. Whoa. Yeah, Yama was a fucked up laner in the last patch. She was so strong in lane. So I wonder, I didn't play her enough to know exactly what made her strong, but I'm curious to see what they nerfed. Increasing the cooldown by default, but you get that cooldown back later if you put points of power slash. I don't think people were maxing power slash. They were maxing on the gun build. They were maxing the 2. I feel like people maxed the 1 otherwise. Shadow transformation no longer grants you bullet and spirit resist is crazy. So this hero dies at the end of the ult now. Like you're not living forever. Okay, there's another noise from my notification app that is not fully working. And I think it was a sub. I'm gonna have to open Twitch again. We learn with every stream, y'all. It's happening. Stream manager. Thank you, Flora Salvas, for the sub. Much appreciated. There will be what is it? Notifications of the future, like pop-ups and stuff. Thanks. Much appreciated. Yeah, this hero's gonna die after. Shadow transformation duration reduced. This is a lot of nerfs for Yama. And I'm surprised it didn't entirely go after her laning phase. Like Power Slash getting nerfed is like laning oriented, but I mean, I guess the laning phase changed a lot too. So there's not a whole lot that we can read into that, but Yama in lane, demon, absolute demon of a hero. So I'm curious to see what laning phases look like now. Don't know why they nerfed her so much. With these changes to infinite scaling abilities, Bebop, Alteration, Predictive Flight, I almost wonder if it was intentional so Valve could get data on what a comfy cap should be. Fair enough. 12 key mouse is the best thing that ever happened for you in MOBAs. Yeah, my brother uses a mouse like that still. He had like a 2014 Razer Naga that finally was shitting the bed, and he could not switch to any other mouse besides it. What else? Gun build nerf. She was only played by very high skill players. Fair. Yeah, Yama's hard. That hero is fucking hard. I think she's one of the highest skill cap ones around. I'm gonna try to spectate a game early on. I probably need to restart my game. We're gonna watch a little bit and talk about the laning phase differences, and I kind of want to see what people are doing right now. Damn, that's crazy. That was a long patch review. 2 hours. Oh my god. Thanks for sticking around. If I forget if anyone made it all the way through. This has been so long. We're rebooting the game. So I am curious about landing phase the most. I'm probably just gonna No Kelvin changes. Yeah, true. I like where Kelvin's at right now. I think the hero's interesting. What are we doing? We're looking for not that. Where are we looking? Wow, I'm doxing all my friends. I should probably not do that, huh? We're doing that. Sorry. Sorry, friends. Don't YouTube viewers, don't go backwards. That would be rude. Michael hasn't played recently. I was gonna check one of his games. We're gonna find an early replay. I know. YouTube viewers, I know you're thinking about going backwards. Don't do it. That'd be rude. Is something fucked up about matchmaking right now? Why are these games going so late? I mean, I guess I could just play ranked. That's so strange. Yeah, I totally live on the West Coast. No. Oh, okay, it's broken. Does this work right now? I want to play Haze. I guess I just queue. And we figure out what the landing phase looks like from there. Is there really not any games going on that are early on? Huh. Strange. I'm rewinding. Relax. Why am I not in the friends list? Sorry. Exclusive list here. I guess we just try queuing. This is definitely not right. There must be a server issue. 4,000? Does anyone know if there's anything up right now? I'll check at the same time. My title says 10K. No. Oh, shit. I changed my title. Man, restream's hard. I'm really not good at this whole streaming thing, guys. So many things going on. Oh, I got in a game. Okay, cool. Is it good? I don't know any of these players, I don't think. I wonder if they reset the MMR. That would make sense. I need to update my build probably. It's probably fine. Seven will be so obnoxious this patch? Probably. I do want to play 7. I really like 7 as a hero, but I mean, just the weakness that it has felt for a while has been tricky. Damn, I really had my title of the stream is like 10K from before. That's crazy. All right, y'all. I have a question. She's like, viewers, do I clickbait with my titles? I read a comment where someone was like, "Oh my god, she's like clickbait. Holy shit!" And I feel like I try to make them quite literally about what's going on. Oh, what's going on? But I feel like I don't, but maybe I do. Game never starting. Don't be a backwards berry. I don't know what that means. Okay, fellas, I might lock in a little bit more than normal during the laning phase. I feed my ass off when I stream. It's really good. I don't know if leveling... I can level dagger. I don't want to try to take trades into Bebop initially. He has a long hook now again. Oh, Bebop's AFK. Sick. And there's no pause. He's having his lane cigarette. Oh, right. She has that refresh, huh? Bebop. Oh, no. He's ruining the game. Where's he going? Oh, homie's diving. Alrighty. Freezing? Yeah, I didn't mean it to be clickbaity, but I understand why people thought it was. The thing is, it was quite literally titled based on my observations. I hadn't seen anyone freezing. Oh, right. Fuck. This is weird. I hadn't seen anyone else freezing waves in this game to the same extent that Leffa was. So I titled it what I thought was accurate, but I understand why it was not retroactively. Right, I can't do that. Bro, what is... seems like they're having issues.
There's some decent gear I can buy.
I can't slide on the stairs anymore. Yeah, exactly. What is going on? What is happening in this game, bro?
Good night.
Dude. What is this game? Well, this is not a good judgment. Okay, 3 souls came out, right? That's different now. 33 each. Strange. I guess I'm dual laning with Talon now.
Blood will be spent. Go where I wish.
At least you're not putting #1 Haze in the title every time. Yeah, true. I try not to clickbait, but I do need my fans to keep me in check. I don't like clickbait. Oh, whoa, look at this. We didn't even look at the map changes. This is sweet. It's wider too.
Impressive as always, Orion.
What is bro tweaking about? Yeah, matchmaking seems wrong.
I can buy some
I have not bought.
impressive gear.
Should I just rush Tesla Blitz, guys? Should I grief my game really hard? Am I gonna do it? Oh, I should come back to green. I don't want ammo scav anymore.
Headed to Greenwich. Every on the move.
100% aim. Yeah, I'm basically cheating. the headshot ratio was fucking wild.
Snapped up.
What is going on? Oh, he left. I see.
There will be more.
Yes. Oh, he's gone.
Well, this game's weird. Ricochet rush? Ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna build fucking Desolator. I'm gonna build a goddamn, what is it? Heroic Aura. Just shoot walkers. Am I even doing damage to this walker? Like, nice. I like that new ring. I guess this is the game. I guess I abandon? I don't know what's going on. Guys, I need my MMR. I can't abandon this game with no one in it. When 7 leaves, I will leave. Yeah, matchmaking seems broke. New pit design. Are you baiting me? I've been baited. I probably just misunderstood what you were saying, too. Oh, you mean maybe the width. I see. Surefire, yeah, Surefire was against new players. Yeah, this is not a normal game. This is weird. This is boring. 7, leave, bro. It's over.
No one can resist my
New Walker Dust Patron Pit. Oh, I see. Is this ranked? No, there's no ranked except on certain times on certain days. But my tryhard ass is still treating this as ranked mode, so I am grinding out the Patron at the moment. Oh, true. Yeah, good point. We can look at Patron Pit. What happened in this game? I don't know. Wraith was tweaking. This Wraith was tweaking. Why can't I move my cursor to scroll? Oh, do I need to press J? J? I don't know. There was a Wraith in the other team that was fucking freaking out the whole time. And then,
I got more where that came
yeah. Oh, this is good. This is much better. This is a lot better. This feels right. I like this change a lot. This also, you could slide and hit the Guardian at the same time when it was right here. I like this though. This feels better, for sure. This overhang that they put here felt really whack. And then now it's the opposite. I think it should benefit the attackers and not the defend, or it should benefit the defenders, not the attackers. What happened this game? Oh yeah. Use arrow keys. Oh, true. Good point. Nah, you good, bro. I had the same problem. Anti-alias. I'm just gonna abandon the way these motherfuckers are playing. Man, why am I in this game? You know what? These guys will finish it out. Sorry, we're streaming. We're not playing that game out. Oh, we can do this though. We're gonna fly around to look at it. Change hero.
I am the bright light's dark shadow.
So we left one lobby to go into another one. 7 time? I will Q7 actually. That seems fun. So this is one of the changes. They added this bridge. I didn't like this because it felt really open. This gives us like a really nice peek now. This feels better. This doorway looks the same in the same spot. And then, no. What is that? It's too close. What's up here? Little balcony. This balcony needs something off of it, I think. I think just having a window here feels strange. I like the new bridge. I am glad that the map is starting to shape up a little bit more. This feels nice. Oh, I should have fucked with the teleporters while I was actually in that last game. But this is neat. Wonder what else we have. Try the teleporters. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the new base row teleporters. Are you talking about... Oh my, we're lagging. So we're talking about these. I sped up my game so that we can use the teleporters. Oh, what? Can you use them early? Am I stupid? Maybe it's because cheats is enabled? There's no map in the corner. That's cool. I like these. This is good, because sometimes you were like defending this, and instead of going base the entire way to go defend, you can just teleport. And then it gives you move speed coming out, right? Yeah, this is nice. Behind walkers both sides. Split push nerfed. In some ways, split push buffed, you know? But yeah, it is overall a nerf, definitely. But also, you know, the teleporters, they go 2 ways. Teleporter online at 10 minutes. I thought it was 8. I thought it was 8 now. Oh, it's because it's demo mode. It's the testing mode, so it's letting me use them. Up from 8. Oh, am I stupid? Wait, hold on. I don't believe you. Where was it? Teleporter. Change from 10 to 8. Yeah, it's 8 seconds now. Whoa. This is new as well. This feels better. This felt really vulnerable to farm sometimes. Even though it like looks the same in a lot of ways, it was really vulnerable to hit. Whoa, look at this building. Dude. Ah, this game looks cool. I'm happy to see this. I've wanted to see how the map is going to shape up all this time. Like all the temporary arts existed, and I've wanted something like this to exist where like they work on like little areas and like give it spice and stuff like that. And I want to see how it like fully develops. So I like to see this. Like this is really cool to see. Also like obviously here as well. New noises and stuff. Spoopy window fumes. Yeah, the ghost farts. And then did they do it over here? No, still this. I see. Nice. I'm happy with that. That's neat stuff. What's this? Purple? Why'd they make this subway? I guess just more coloring for the lanes and stuff. Oh. Have y'all seen the clips of people boosting off of this? What do they do? Oh, I don't know how they do it. Power runes look more shiny. It might be because they're stacked right now because it's the weird demo mode thing. I wouldn't mind the power runes getting... I mean, it's temporary for sure. This looks different too, these little like walls. Yeah, it's because there's 8 of them stacked on top of each other. Cool. Alright, we'll play another game. We are going to not queue Wraith. Do I want to queue in? I don't want to queue in Furnace that bad. I do want to play Haze. I do want to play 7. Are they adding better color coding? Yeah, they are. They're working towards that slowly. It's shaping up. Before it felt like they had no identity, and they've been adding it more and more here and there. That game show up? No, it didn't. What else was I gonna look at? I wanted to see track lock. I want to see if people are getting put into like crazy low MMR games that were high before. Oh, it looks like track lock might be broken anyway. I would assume so. Old early design looked pretty cool. Too cyberpunk. Yeah, it would have looked dated after a little bit, but I did like the coloring on it. I did like how it was color coded. Okay. I'm gonna take this. Should have parried it, but I am rusty. That was a risky ass melee. Could not have gone for that. And it, oh, nice. This guy's just owning the laner. Oh, he just shit on them. That's cool. Can still slide to kill the troopers. I was just called the minions. I've never played League of Legends. That's crazy. Now I have to walk up. I don't like it. I'm gonna put a point in this. I'm gonna ball this game. He bought. I don't want to buy it quite yet. Time for Seven's balls. That's right. I should buy, but I don't want to miss wave. I purchase. They buffed regen. I wonder if Leffa's updated this. No, Leffa has not touched this in a while. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? I'm rushing Tesla, fuck it. I'm greeting. I'm not. This is so bad if I do. Where's my talent at? It's back. I do want this though.
You got souls to trade, right?
Well, I don't know what I want. I haven't played this hero in months. This feels so bad. I need to spend very badly though.
I see someone appreciates fine craftsmanship.
What, is she diving again?
Firearms, while great, aren't always the solution.
Bro, what's happening? Buy some spirit item, throw orbs. Yeah, true. I'm not playing 7 corrects. You're right. Bonk. Am I dead? No, I'm chilling. So it's 5 minutes now. Classic NA haze. Yeah, I don't know. MM feels weird. So I'm gonna try to do this. I should have attacked them once for my shit to stack on them. I'm missing wave because of this, so this is inefficient. Ideally, I would have had Talon hold wave, but I mean, he doesn't have to. My farming build, or my farming guide's out of date. Maybe I make a new one. Fine. I don't know if this hero needs Spirit Lifesteal to farm. Doesn't seem like people think he does. I will take this though.
You have discerning taste.
I'm ball maxing. Now we're in between waves. I finish this. He's playing in the mid room. I should have stunned him. Gonna stun her. Misses bird. It's unfortunate. We're gonna shove. Oh, he's contesting. I contest back. Infuser, Mystic Vuln? Yeah, I should get Infuser. You are absolutely correct. I'll get an Infuser. You are a genius, sir. I don't want ammo scav anymore. Furnace got out. That's a shame. Whoa. Still a little bit of farm. I don't know how much damage you do to the guy just yet.
Stay safe out
I do feel like I need that.
Bebop's missing.
Oh, I missed this. He's up too far. Sorry, I don't want to hit the Guardian just yet. I should be testing the limits of it, but to defend this now. He's very low. But so am I. Rip. I am getting dove. Gives me a second to think and look over. 2 massive balls, Strat. Correct. I do this. And I want a reach. Oh, I have a second to think. That's crazy. Denying enemy soul orbs sound satisfying as ever? Absolutely. I do need reach. I don't know what's going on in these lobbies. This is weird. Something's wrong with them, Tower change on paper? I think so. I think I like it. And even if it's bad, I'm sure they will tweak it until it's nice. Oh, right. I can't just jiggle that anymore. I got him. No, bro. Alright, I'm gonna farm the jungle. What? We're not hitting this. Oh, you're gonna deny it? You're not. You're just gonna stand there. Okie dokie, there's buffs. I'm here to steal your jungle, my friends. And I'm here to peace out. Oh, there's no teleporter here anymore, so it doesn't cover the icon. I was like curious if it was actually the basement that I was seeing. Last early item at Bullet Spirit. Yeah, I have it right now. Soul Shredder. Oh, my tower's going. Oops, I'm not paying attention. No speed. Get me there quick. Oh, my sprint boots. Oh, are you saying last item in order that you would take? So I need this. I want though. I'm running out of space. I'm buying too much small shit. Controlling my game. It's so funny. Oops. Come here, mister. No, my ball came back up. Easy. Yeah, something's wrong about the MM, y'all. This is not right. I haven't played this hero in months. Whoa. Okay. Does she have new voice acting? Okie dokie. You're chasing me. I can shoot you now because you don't have resist. I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. Give me something expensive. I should just keep building reach, guys. I'm buying Mystic Vuln for shits and giggles, or escalating exposure. I'm main building now. Is MM based on account or is it by hero? A little bit of both. A little bit of both. But there is hero MMR, absolutely. But I was playing Haze last match and MM felt strange. But I guess also the guy was AFK, so I can't put too much stake in it. Alright, this feels very squishy. How many orbs come off? Let's see. 3. Not very many. Far less. I need the CDR talent. Shit. Oh, here comes Bebop. Yeah. I get it. You don't want me to shoot you. It's fine. Yama does have a new voice actor, yeah. It sounds pretty cool. 7 prodigal player, yeah. Surely. Give me this. I should have just bought extra reach and other shit. Extra range. Come here. I went for the melee. I feel mean. Is this mean? It's definitely mean. Oh, there's buffs. Whoa, relax. Casting. Uh-oh. Feels bad for them. When you teabag. Bro. Yeah, it's mean. That still goes? Oh. Oopsies. The undercarry? No. It seems like they reset MMR, yeah. I'm a monster. I'm sorry. Am I in too far? Might be in too far right now. Oh. Not my fault, y'all. Our fault for going on you and you have... Yeah. I sure do. Whoa. The Guardians gave souls. They gave special souls. It's kind of crazy, actually. He took it. Why would the bucket do this to me? I went too far. I guess I just go hit creep. I hit creep. I press my ball on this and run away. It's time to get the biggest balls. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Look at some cheap things. Yeah. Give me that. I want to fill my weapon slots too. No, I'm just gonna go throw balls at things. Oh, I don't want to just hit neutrals. Yeah, they definitely reset MMM. This is very strange.
They're pushing purple.
But it's kind of good. I've kind of wanted to find out where I place after, I feel like there's been a lot of legacy players that have just been in high lobbies for a while. What is going on?
Shit, this 4.
Yeah, definitely reset. This is no normal lobby, oh mine. Okay, I'm just gonna walk in and hit a shrine and not get punished for it. I'm gonna just feed to hit this. Okay, Yama. That's cool, buddy. Shield your ass to gold. Oh, we weren't supposed to press that.
No one will stand between me and my revenge.
Oh my cooldown. Enemy team will have meta pick, but can't play them. Hey, meta's different now. New meta. Oh. Not bad. I didn't realize he black holed. Ball size is obscene. 7's large balls. Enemy team? Yeah, I read it. My team's dying? They are, huh? Whoa. Oh, hold up. Time to be extra toxic. No, it's not working. It's not working. No. Why am I alive still? This makes no sense. Dynamo, heal me. I tried sitting in the blind spot. I think I missed the blind spot. I was taking a lot of damage. Don't worry, we have even bigger balls now. Give me this, and also maybe this. Splooshy. We both owned. Like the new pit? Yeah, new pit's really cool. I like the way it fights right now. It seems good. I think having that gap in the middle just like, it just feels right. Either MM reset or they swapped the system over to ranked and made the new unmatched for pubs. No, there's no way they don't leave skill-based MM in unranked. There's no shot. And games would be really gross. Especially if they don't have ranked open all the time. I think people would be very angry about that. This guy, guys, don't do that. I'm not telling that to my team, but to the Shizo viewers out there. Oh, is this about to hurt? It is about to hurt. He's going back in.
Nice work.
He is going back in. Okay, Bebop, relax, relax. Chill, 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 bro. No. Oops. Am I dead? Am I gonna burn to death? No, I'm okay. One Focus 7 build was a lot of fun. Old Spirit Ivy. Yeah, it's definitely not as good as Old Spirit Ivy. Old Spirit Ivy was gross. Base hurt's more accurate. It felt like you were shooting you way more. I mean, I was sitting there behind them, so I would hope they would shoot me there. Got refresher and was able to stall a 1 versus 5 push. Yeah, it definitely felt fine. I can't put too much stake in that game because of the nature of it. This seemed like I checked people's Steam profiles for hours. We'll check. We'll check Fricker. How many hours? 28. Yeah, is broken. Oh wait, I don't want to play 7 again. I want to play Haze. And then I'll probably eat dinner after this game. I got shawarma earlier, but didn't eat it. $4K damage on Wraith. I mean, I don't know what was going on. He was just standing there when I walked up to him one time. Yeah. I feel rude, but bigger ball actually makes it harder to hit on the desired targets. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was feeling that too. Like if there was a wave in front of me, it was going and getting stuck on the waves. You have to like double jump and throw it down, I think, for it to actually hit where you want it to. Mystic slow my game. Pretty funny watching people get permaslowed. Yeah, that is probably what I was missing in here. I probably didn't need reverb. I guess this is also slowing though. I would have rather had exposure or slow over exposure maybe. Knocked people off zip lines on accident because the radius would just reach out. That's funny. Yeah. Duration. So many fun purple items to put in your inventory. Let's see, is track lock working again? Like, Shizug. That's me. Ah, shit's broken. Valve killed it. Understandably so. They don't want it to exist, and that's fine. 7 again. We're gonna find a better build. 7 stunning balls. Is this the Drongo one? Oh yeah. Zergy's awesome. I like that guy. He's a good dude. We'll use his build. It's probably not up to date. October 7th. No recent patch. What got buffed? Sometimes reading patch notes for 2 hours, like you forget what crazy stuff is. I should like take notes of what I think is cool. I do like taking stun first on this hero. Oh, okay, better players for sure. Man. Maybe. Maybe not. Just playing aggressive, I'll match him. Missing a lot of CS. Oh, I dashed into it. Zergy wants this maxed. I'll trust you, Zergy. I think that's what I did in the earlier one too. I think it feels worse for people to melee when the tower is closer. One deny better players. Well, I mean, last game the VAR was no denies, so. Alright, that's enough of hiding in there. I should buy with him. Oopsies. I wasted my ball. I want extra charge early, I think. But I do like Infuser. This helps me lane. I want extra charge. Sorry, Zergy. I'm eating spells. This is really bad. I need to relearn my muscle memory with all. Ever since they made that change, I haven't relearned it. Yeah, he's wall jumping. I'm not using my infuser though. I need to press the button. Whoa. She's looking for it. She wants to dive me.
I see you're a discerning individual with the penchant for violence.
Oh, I can't do it anymore. I can't do... Oh, it misses. That's sad. I hate that I can't shoot it from the stairs. Mirage still here? Yeah. I can see her through the veil. It doesn't stick. Uh-oh. It's not enough. Oopsies. On Discord, they said there were some matchmaking bugs. Yeah. Checks out. What's going on with Buddy? Uh-oh. Neat that a lane can be 0-5 and still not lose tower though. Time to hit the local creeps. I'm still in range, just collect souls that Mirage is hitting to. I don't really want to dive this all that much. She has ult, huh? Yeah, she does. I like all the new sound effects. Looking for custom animations for stream notifications? Possibly. I have not decided on that yet. I definitely want graphic elements. If you shoot me an email, my email is in my YouTube bio. We could talk more about it. He's already taken. I'm not pressing my infuser. I don't buy this item that often. I do agree with this. Time to come farm here. Oh, I missed it. That's a shame. I am stupid. I missed both? Wow, I suck. No, she has it still. I didn't look. I am a noob. Ah, I fucked up. I don't want to play 7 man. I want to be playing Haze. This is rough for homie. New patch good? I think it's good. I think it's in the right direction. I don't have any particular issues with it. I don't have anything.
What is going on? Do you guys need help?
Oh, it's with this guy. Simon guy. Wait, maybe this isn't a. Maybe I've been underestimating people. Basement time. I will not be ulting the basement. I think I can use it. Man, my ball placement is bad. Haze is better? I think she got buffed. They gave her tier 3 upgrade on her ult is now built into the hero. Oh, I will take over green.
Great talents on the bridge.
No. I do want this, I believe.
I see talent.
If I was lower, I would take the Spirit Lifesteal now. Is Paradox still here? Oh, this guy took his tower. Which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna push up with 700 unsecure souls like an idiot.
Yo, McGinnis,
Yeah.
why don't you push in with me?
This was a mistake.
No
Oopsies.
wall, no nothing.
Try my best, brother.
It's fine. I'm just tilted.
Don't tilt in flame team, guys. It's cringe. Don't be like this guy. I want to go defend green, but I want to finish this camp. It feels really bad not to finish the camp off. My movement. Very bad movement. This was schnotch movement. Can I get in range?
I see Vindicta.
I gave up yellow to come green. That was a mistake. Oh. Am I dead? No. Saw her on the minimap right before. I'm gonna take Zergy up on the enchanted barrier. Seems cool. The cat's knocking shit off of desks. Oh, I should be yellow. I'm out of stam.
Baton's one.
We're walking. This feels bad. I should have just stayed green. Oh, I'm chasing people around. This sucks. I hope that Dynamo stays yellow. I have new audio for if green's getting hit. Because they didn't voice act green originally, so now it just says, the one room deny put me in a whirlwind. Yeah. Bro, what is he doing? Whoa, we have not took that. This is not looking great. I don't know if I should be fighting more. I think I should. I was supposed to hit the green tower, I think. Never too late. That's what he says before he feeds.
I see Vindicta.
At minimum, I should be doing this. Trying to wipe the wave and get the fuck out. I'm gonna go blue.
I see Paradox.
I shouldn't group like this. Is it worth fighting? No, we're 30k souls down. I should just be pushing. I should just shove this wave and do as much damage to this as I can in the meantime. I don't want to fight them when they have 30k up. But I've just killed myself because of it. Not thinking. What did I build last game? I built this. And I want it again. We're against a Vindicta that's going crazy. I don't know if this one's recoverable. I don't know if I want reach. What does spirit give me? It's not enough scaling for me to justify that. Oh, he's imp. He is very strong at the moment. This game is fucked, I think. Oh, brother, I wish I could help you. We are all weak. So worth it to freeze a lane now that creeps spawn sooner? Probably not. I would say it's likely not. But it depends. Everything is circumstantial.
Bought that off a Knickerbocker that was about to get his legs broken.
Can't afford things to go in these slots. That gives me more spirit. I should just hit creeps, I think. I need to defend, but I also need to play my own game to some extent. I think farming this large is probably not good, though.
Vindicta's missing.
Sheet to wipe yellow as soon as possible. Man, I wanted to play Haze. Green's going down. I don't defend it. But I also need to return because they can wrap on me. They're going to come for yellow. They want it. If they're not. Yeah, there they go. I'm gonna get swapped if I do this shit. Oh, there it is.
I see Infernus.
I'm gonna die here. Haze is still here somewhere. Yeah. That seems strong as fuck. What's she have? She has ricochet, slowing bullets. It's this buff. This is crazy. Firing twice for every shot is wild. How to beat a 7 with 80k souls in 35 minutes. Curse is my only answers. It's my only answer. You can farm fast with teleporters? Probably, yeah. I do want to abuse teleporters more. I haven't. It's totally not been on my radar this game whatsoever. I'm kind of checked out right now, but I should keep trying. This game feels very lost.
I see Talon.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
I need to go base. Otherwise I'm gonna die out here. Part of me thinks I should save for a 6k. I mean, I don't have slots to put things in, so I guess I have to. I don't really have a lot of choices. I guess I could get better reach and stuff. I've not been doing my due diligence in farming this game. I'm very far behind in farm. Team's fighting. I don't know if I want to fight. They're at 40k souls on us.
Furnace and Paradox, though.
They moved that over a little bit? They did. Used to be able to shoot this one around the corner. I'm dying for it. I'm okay with that. Can I get 2? There's no shot.
Probably back up 7. One of them are
Hell
on the
no.
top.
I'm not doing that. If I can force them to come back to me and play my game, this is good. I just economically recovered the team, I think. My death here means nothing. I got 2 walkers. I am okay with that trade. I am okay with that. Do I greed and buy something expensive? This didn't feel like it was crazy last game. I do think I want duration, and I think I want no, reach kind of felt like grief, didn't it? It made it bigger. We talked about this. Very much worth. Yeah, agreed. That's crazy, 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 crazy worth. I will get. I want cooldown.
You have discerning taste.
Time to throw balls. We're all dying. I shouldn't go up this lane, but what I can do... well, that's lost. I'm gonna go shove purple. I still have boost, so I can make a greedy play. I'm just trying to get us money from walkers at this point. Maybe we can recover the game. It's also the AP at this point. What did I get stuck on?
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
No, I'm in range. That's sad. Still boosted. I'm coming back to a fight. I shouldn't have used my ult. That was a mistake. No. Nope, not enough. I tried to escape. I have no kills, but at least I killed walkers. I don't know. Teleporter's busted if you can just swap lanes that fast. Yeah, it's definitely strong. I think starting to weave it into like my mental map of where I'm gonna go on the map is helpful. I think it is GG. I'm watching my cat
He's
fucking
no
knock
path.
things of maple syrup off a desk next to me. No, don't do that, please. Okay. Yeah, this is probably GG's, fellas. I tried my best. I killed walkers. I don't have 7 ults. I just have balls to hook. I want to get in range for a stun, but I also don't want to die. Ooh. Come, oh, I can't ult. I pressed it so many times. My bad. I pressed 4, but I kept grabbing at the same time. I don't think it's the end of the world. I could have delayed longer. I should have bought. If I got a slowing right before, Mystic Slow before, and ulted, it could have done something, I think, but oh well. No.
Hell of a fight.
Don't worry, guys. 12k objective damage. 8k hero damage. Not my finest 7 game, fellas. We're gonna watch a little bit of a game. So are these games figuring themselves out again? Yeah, they are. Listics up here. Bananas. Okay. MMR is finding itself again. The games are not totally busted at the moment. Buff doesn't seem substantial. Yeah, I could see it working, but I definitely was playing the hero not efficiently. We'll watch yams. We watched, oh shit. No, we're not gonna watch anything because the clients are out of sync across the board. Let me reboot and see if we can watch something. But besides that, I'm kind of winding down right now. I still need to eat dinner, so. And I still work tomorrow, unfortunately. But I was going to spectate a little bit and take a look at item builds that people are going. See if there's any new stuff. Game update. I just pressed it. No. We'll try it again. And if we can't spectate, we'll just end stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope you guys learned something about like patch notes and stuff. I don't know. Is this y'all's first MOBA to like read patch notes and stuff like this? Because this is like a tradition that I have going back to when I was like 13 years old, like 12 years or something, you know, like so long of just like reading patch notes excitedly as they come out and not understanding the implications sometimes of what they're going to do. Nice, we can connect. Whoa. Oh, wrong hero. Let's take a look at... Whoa, this guy Rush Toxic. I don't know.
Thank you.
Don't know. This guy's still building Return Fire. People still think it's strong. Stacking melee items. Can you get parried in Yamaha? Purge 8-hour Dota. Purge Dota 8-hour patch notes reading? Absolutely, man. I will never be able to rival that guy. He was a tank. 2 characters with 0 objective damage. Yeah, it happens. Ball keeps getting caught. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I went too far back. Alchemical Fire. Picked up on Haze. Or, Paradox. What else we got? I'm really questioning the Haze. Or, like, not like this guy in particular, but I want to see the Haze build. I agree with this so far. Item-wise, I don't like Active Reload as much as I like Quicksilver. Oh, he has both. Okay. Is that just farm speed? I suppose it is. Cold Front pickup. I don't trust this guy's items. No offense to him. first item Toxic Bullet, no tier 1s is weird to me. Bebop. So does he have max stacks? Yeah, he has max stacks here, right? No. It was 60. 60 is what he can get up to. I'm curious to see what Bebop can do. What's this guy building? Normal 7 items. React barrier versus... I don't know. I wonder who he land against. Maybe he just feels afraid of sleep? Swap? We'll see. Cool stuff. Torment Pulse still on Viscous. Did he ult max? No. I played against a Viscous that ult maxed, and that shit was weird. I didn't expect it, and then suddenly you're just getting rolled on and it's doing 300 damage at like, I don't know, like 5 minutes in the game. And it 3-shots you. It's so confusing. I wonder if EMS has any movement tech for us to see. I gotta get an auto mod or something. I've got some bots in Twitch chat. If y'all are on YouTube right now, also drop us up on Twitch. It'd be pretty cool. Trying to build the Twitch following. I know I also prefer YouTube streams though over Twitch streams. What are EMS up to? We didn't see any Headhunter changes. I feel like Headhunter people picked this up really early, and this 140 nuke is huge early on. He just did so much damage. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna eat some dinner. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, everybody. And let me know, I guess, like, leave comments on this video if you find anything that's, like, crazy for this patch. I'm kind of curious what people are cooking up, so let me know, you guys. Alright, everybody.